at Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome to another special presentation of Riverton High School basketball here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today's YouTube page. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines. I am joined for the final time this season by camerawoman Courtney. Camerawoman Courtney, tell the people hi.
Hello.
It will be cameraman Connor the rest of the way out, as we only have one. Actually, no, it won't be. I kept thinking he wouldn't work a Saturday for Pep Band, but we'll have one more. We'll have Star Valley a week from Saturday. So you are listening to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9, and tonight's opponent, Rock Springs, girls and boys for Riverton, both defeating Rock Springs down over South Pass a couple weeks ago. The boys being in that thrilling double overtime game. A little bit different tonight, as Rock Springs will return on the boys' side their number one player, Lineberger. Right now it is the JV boys and JV Tigers facing off. It is a 6-point game in favor of the visiting Tigers, 48-42. 57.5 seconds left with Riverton going to the free throw line. The Lady Tigers, of course, being the opponent tonight. Earlier in the season, on the 30th of January, Riverton traveled down there and won 42-35. They were led by Carson Vosica, who had 18, and Rylan Brown, who had 12. And they defeat Coach Swenson and Rock Springs. Rock Springs was led by AC, which you would expect, with 17, and then it kind of dropped off down to 5 after that. As we look at the Lady Tigers, they're, of course, led in scoring by AC, number 21, with just under 15. She also leads the team in rebounds with 6.5, leads the team in steals. In fact, the only notable category she does not lead the team in is assists, and that is Tiana Copeland, who leads the team with just under 2. Not a great assist team. They're not great off passing people looking to find a shot. The Lady Tigers do average just over 32 points per game, and they turn the ball over 24 times per game. As far as shooting percentages go, from 2, they're at 34%. From 3, they're 21%. From the free throw line, which has been a kind of a nasty statistic for the vast majority of the Western Conference this year, both girls and boys, they are 58%. There's 31.2 seconds left in the JV game. They're at a timeout right now. Riverton has clawed back to within 3. We'll keep an eye on that. And when we return, it'll be time to look at the Riverton Lady Wolverines varsity squad and what they bring to the table tonight against the Rock Springs Tigers here on 93.9 KTAK.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. 5 seconds flat left in the JV boys game here in the fourth. 48-45. It'll be Riverton basketball, so we're going to kind of keep up with that. Courtney, you got to center it up just a little bit more because of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show logo. Inbounding will be number 12. They're going to have to get it to Gantenbein or Anderson. Anderson to tie it up. Good! And the clock didn't start. The clock never started, and that is a bit of an error. Now they're going to have to figure it out, but Bo Anderson hits the three from the corner to tie it up. Beautiful way to get him open. And so with some odd amount of time left, probably about 2 or 3 seconds is what I'm guessing they'll put on here. So we will be a bit delayed, most likely, Leanne, back at the mothership. I want to thank her for helping us out with the board op as for the tip-off of the girls, as we will most likely be headed to overtime, and that thrills the Rock Springs broadcaster, just like Double OT did for us. Delayed us quite a bit. They will put 3 seconds flat on it, and we're going to stick with this game here, but we're going to jump in between it, a look at the Lady Wolverines. They come in at 4-11 to the week. Rock Springs came in at 1-11. In conference, 0-3 versus 1-2 is what they have on the most recent stats here. Averaging just over 34 points a game, just 2 more than Rock Springs, of course, beating Rock Springs by 7 in their place. They're led in scoring by Taylon Leesburg, are the Lady Wolverines. Leading rebounders, Timbri Mathil with just under 5. Leesburg also leads the team in assists and leading the team in blocks. At the time she went out was Tatum Tyra, and now leading the team is actually Taylon Leesburg. Team does turn the ball over quite a bit, just a little bit less though than Rock Springs. Just under 24 was Rock Springs, just over 24. From the field, from 2, they're only 30%. From 3, 27%. And at the free throw line, not good 52%. However, again, this is a team that they've beaten. This is a team they'd like to get back. Of course, talking with Coach Bosner earlier today about the game, this past game, his team is coming off some illnesses, but no excuses. They just weren't focused and no energy when they went down to Natrona, and that's why the team had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42 turnovers. Just want to make sure I was right on that. So 42 turnovers in the game against the Natrona Phillies. Of course, that was a loss. The defense played phenomenal, kept it close at the end of half. It was only 11 points. Second quarter had a bit of a run for Natrona, and the fourth quarter was an absolute show by the Phillies, who won 53-36. Okay, we're going to shift right back here to the JV game with 3 seconds left. 48-48. They've got to go the length of the court. Looks like Weber is going to go back. We know him from varsity, as we know Anderson. Inbound is, they're not going to get it off. Yeah, they do get it off, and way too high off the backboard. Looked like they weren't going to get off, but missed by Rock Springs, and you know what that means. A 4-minute overtime here in Riverton as they'll go to period 5. We're going to take a break. Normally, we'd be getting ready to transition into the Ranger Keys of the game, but when we get back, we'll continue with this game here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, welcome back. We're going to just change the graphic here so you can actually see what's going on here. We also need to go up a bit, so we need to go down on the thing. So, tip went to Rock Springs. Rock Springs missed here in the JV game. Driving in, putting it up is Bo Anderson. No good. He's partially blocked. Rebound by Rock Springs. For those tuning on the radio, this is the JV boys game. It is in overtime. And Rock Springs, number 52, going to drive the lane, put it up for two. And it's 48-50. Quickly outlet to Bo. 3:22 to go here in the first overtime. And he's going to throw it, and it's going to go off the knee of number 52. I do not have JV rosters for the team at the moment, so I do apologize. I do know some of the Riverton players. I know Gantenbein, Anderson, White Plume, and Weber are out there. Inbound is Gantenbein. Almost loses control of it, and then he's just grabbed as he makes a move past number 15 for Rock Springs. Would not be Rock Springs versus Riverton this year without a little bit of overtime, and that's what we have right now in the JV boys game. And this is also helping fill some time due to the 4 minutes as I was ready to go and ready to go into the Ranger Keys game. Gantenbein foul, go to the line to shoot two. Leaves the first one way short, just barely draws iron. And that's something you don't want to see during an overtime. You got to hit your free throws. Second one on its way by Gantenbein, and it rolls over the top of the front of the rim and in. 50-49, 3:10 to go in overtime number one. JV Tigers with the lead and the ball. They're going to pass a couple about 30 feet away from the basket. They get number 12. Drives in, out to zero. He drives in, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound is going to be attempted by White Plume. It looks like there's going to be a foul on the floor. It is. It's against number 0 for a hold. They'll send River White Plume to the line with a chance to tie it up with the first one and possibly give the lead back to Riverton on the second. White Plume with the ball. Takes one dribble. Free throw on its way. Good. We're tied here in the JV boys game. A little bonus coverage for you here on 93.9 KTAK. White Plume. Ball takes his one dribble. Second one on its way. Too hard off the back iron, and we are tied as Rock Springs comes away with the rebound with 2:51 to play. They're going to do their little back and forth. Passing well away from the basket. Now looking for a ball screen. 15 looking to drive in. Kicks out for a beautiful open three. No good, though. Rebound is fought for and won by Rock Springs. Everybody's kind of let it go out of bounds. But number 3 tracked it down, and Rock Springs will get a second possession out of this after the offensive board. 2:25 left. 52 drives in, puts it up. Good. 52-50 with 2:20, 2:19. White Plume inbounds to Anderson. Anderson quickly drives into the front court to the right wing. Up top to White Plume, now over to 12. Looking for Anderson, gets it to Anderson. He's about 26 feet away from the basket, slightly right atop the key as he'll look to drive, and he tries to go behind the back. A bit too fancy there by Bo Anderson, and he got it caught on his back, and he gets called for the travel. That will be a critical turnover with the lead belonging with the Tigers. Minute 55 to go in this JV game. 0 with it on the left wing. Goes to 52 up at the top of the key. Now over to 12, back to 15. 15 thought about a 3, thinks otherwise. And stealing it away is Riverton's number 12, and he's going to slow up as he doesn't have numbers. Now he moves in, gets it to Gantenbein, out for a 3. No good. Rebound is by 12. No, it goes all. It gets hammered out of his hands, and then 52 grabs it, and he's going to be fouled by Gantenbein. Number 5 going to check in here for Riverton. He'll come in for Anderson. Minute 27 left here in overtime of the JV boys game. We'll get back to the Hampton and Suites pregame show here momentarily, unless we go to a second OT in the JV boys. Minute 15 left. Rock Springs by 2 with the ball. Looking to drive, and he just loses it. Good, enough pressure defense by Weber to make him be able to force kind of the unforceable, but still made a mistake, and it'll be Riverton ball looking to tie or take the lead. Outlet pass to 12 from the inbounds, and now he'll slow it up. He goes to River White Plume in the left corner. White Plume underneath for Gantenbein. Gantenbein out to White Plume. Fake to 3. Then thought about it again, had to pick up his dribble, and he's going to have it stolen. Telegraph pass to 12, looking to go for the layup, up and good by number 15 with 50 seconds left. 54-50. Rock Springs on top. 5, hands it to Gantenbein, 40 seconds left. Need a bit of a sense of urgency. Cross court to 12. Back to Gantenbein. Gantenbein for 3. Good! Blake Gantenbein. And they'll take a timeout as it'll be 53-54 with 31.1 left. You know what's coming. Fouls and free throws. We'll be right back here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
And welcome back. Bonus coverage here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today as we are sticking with the JV boys game here. We would normally be in the Hampton and Suites pregame show. We looked at both teams so far. We haven't gotten Ranger keys of the game. 31.1 seconds left in the first overtime. JV Tigers leading the JV Wolverines 54-53 here from Riverton High School. Bo Anderson back in, and it will be inbound by the Tigers after Gantenbein hit a 3 and a quick timeout. Full court press by Riverton. He's going deep. And Bo cuts underneath it, and unfortunately for Rock Springs, they just didn't do anything to get the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rock Springs, so with 30.4 left, Riverton will have the ball down 1. 12 looking to inbound. Gets it to Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson makes a move. He'll look to drive in. Dishes to Weber. Weber misses from point blank, and we will get a tie jump ball. And the Rock Springs parents are furious. It will stay with Riverton. That's the energy you get from Bo Anderson. But you know Trenton Weber is just going, oh, how'd I miss that? From point blank, 23.2 left, 54-53. Tigers on top. Looking to inbound. They're going deep into the front court to Anderson, and Anderson stepped on the line. You just can't have that happen. He didn't feel the pass cleanly, and I think if he'd moved his foot back quick enough, but he just kind of stared at it like he knew he made the error, and that brought on the call. So now Riverton will have to set up full court again. Inbound is to 15, and he leaves Bo Anderson in the dust. Gets past, nope, he does not get past Gantenbein, who reaches out and grabs him, and he'll send him to the line. 15.5 seconds left. Foul will be against Gantenbein. It's his second here in the JV boys contest. He'll send 15 to the line. Don't have any stats on how good he is, but he's the guy they want to handling the ball. First one on its way, pure. 55-53. This will determine whether or not you're going to see a three by Riverton, but also will determine whether or not Rock Springs decides to foul. It's up and no good, but the offensive rebound. Riverton did a very poor job of boxing out. In fact, no one did. That was the low block guy. He just walked right around both Gantenbein and White Plume and grabbed the rebound there. And he'll send 52 to the line, and he can pretty much ice it with 11.9. First one on the way and almost fell in and then rims out. So Riverton will still have a chance. It'll be a really good chance if he can miss this one. But White Plume and Weber have to box out. They do so, but this one is good. So a little bit of token press. Inbound is to Anderson. What Anderson trying to get around, does so, drives to the top of the key, lets a three go, no good. Rebound is by Rock Springs, and with 0.9 seconds left, they're gonna foul. So we will call this the game, basically. 0.9 seconds left, nothing Riverton can really do here. 52 will go to the line, and we'll jump right back into the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show, depending on if he misses the free throw. Although we will take a small commercial break to pay some bills. 52 just needs one of them, and he hits it. So Riverton had their opportunities. Just a couple mistakes down in the last minute and a half or so are really going to be ones that haunt them. Anderson had a chance at the three to tie, but Gantenbein off the rebound, off the miss, quarterback style throw just off target, and that'll do it. Boys JV Tigers defeat Riverton's JV Wolverines 57-53. We're going to take a bit of a break here. When we return, it'll be time for the Ranger Keys of the Game here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show on 93.9 KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. so you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the Hampton and Sweets pregame show. Ranger keys the game here on WYO today. And as we look at, we don't have to look much further back than just about 14 days ago, about 2 weeks ago. A little bit less than that, actually. And look at what happened down in Rock Springs and what needs to happen. First of all, Riverton only had 9 turnovers, so ball security was high. And they beat Rock Springs, who only had 10. Actually had 15 plus 4, 19 turnovers. 9 versus 10 in the first half. Second half got a little bit sloppy, but Riverton able to find that backdoor cut that they've been using so well lately with Carson Vosica. She had 8 coming into the quarter in the fourth and scored 10 to get her 18. But really what I'm going to say is they need someone, and they had that game. They actually covered for her in that Taylor Leesburg leading scorer only had 3 points in the whole game. She did not shoot well. She didn't shoot hardly at all in the first half. Timbry Mathill only had 2, was just did not hit anything from the field. Taylor only finished with 5. So if they can get Rylan Brown hot or Carson Vosica and then have someone join her, or they can join each other like they did last game, they're going to be poised for success. The other Ranger keys of the game is going to be that AC number 21 got 17 in the game. She's going to get hers. On the season, she is averaging just under 15, as we said earlier. She's going to get her. She's that good of a player. But nobody else on the entire team had more than 5 in that game down in Rock Springs. And that's really what Riverton's going to want to do. It's kind of like when you were playing the Bulls back in the day with Jordan. Jordan was going to get his. You made sure that Horace Grant and Cartwright and Kerr and Paxson, depending on the year, and Pippen didn't beat you as well, because that led to very bad things. And that could, if AC has a partner in crime, that 7-point victory can diminish. It's here, though, so one of the things we want to say is also maybe get some fan support going. Some of the students starting to file in, maybe get them kind of loud for the girls' game, as it will be a chance for Riverton to really show progress, as this would be about their 6th win of the year compared to the past few years. So a lot at stake for both teams. Of course, Rock Springs wants to try and at least get out of the cellar leading into regionals that they will be hosting here in about 2.5 weeks. 2.5, 3 weeks here. They'll be hosting, and they certainly would like to avoid what Riverton has had to play in a couple times here lately, which is that goodness gracious, awful awful, early game on Thursday. With the kids still in school, no one's really there. Parents have a hard time making it for work. It's just not a place to be, and that's usually where you get that bottom seed, and that's where Rock Springs or Jackson right now probably looks to be headed. Now, that can all change, and Riverton could be on their way to joining them. Riverton has 2 very winnable games of the next 3, if not all 3. Green River's going to be a little tough. They are ranked, but Riverton, outside of a stretch, was able to hang with them. But they got Rock Springs tonight, very winnable game, and then they got Jackson, which is a extremely winnable game. But it is in Jackson next week. So that's the Ranger keys of the game. We've got about 2:30 till tip-off. When we return, it'll be time for the Sutherland's starting lineups here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that, too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back to 93.9 KTAK. It's time for the Sutherland starting lineups here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. First for the visitors from Rock Springs, it'll be number 4, Ashlyn Clement. Number 5, Kate Kilpack. Number 14, Dana Urban. Number 15, Julia Harmon. And number 21, Emma Acey. For Riverton, it will be number 2, Carson Vosica. Number 4, Rylan Brown. Number 11, Taylon Leesburg. Number 22, Lexi Taylor. And number 23, Timbri Mathill. Coach Bosner will lead Riverton. Coach Swinson, Rock Springs. When we return, it will be time for tip-off here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome, time for tip-off. It'll be Carson Vosica against Emma Acey here. Riverton in their white. It is a red out, or they asked for one tonight, with red trim and black piping. They are going left to right, and they are going to first a turnover on a trap right off the tip that was won by Rock Springs. Moment they tried to advance our half court, Rylan Brown and Timbri Mathill able to trap her. So it'll be Riverton basketball with 7:52 to go here in the first quarter. Inbound, Rylan Brown bringing it in the front court, going to her right. Now she cuts down and gets a pass in the corner. Looking inside, she's going to have to dribble or something to break the 5. Finally, she does dribble. She'll drive in, puts it up off the glass. No good, fighting for the rebound. Rebound by Acey. And Rock Springs will look to quickly get into the front court and gets it back to Acey. Acey over to Urban. Urban down in the corner for Kilpack, who will drive baseline, loses control, but it goes off of Riverton and will stay with the Lady Tigers with 7:22 and no score here in the first quarter. Inbounding will be Harmon, gets into Acey on the low block, puts it up, no good. Rebound is by Rock Springs. They get out for a 3 by Harmon, no good. Rebound is by Harmon. She followed her own shot. She gets out to Kilpack. Kilpack now passes it up top to Urban, and they get Acey towards the top of the key. Going to have to cut down on those offensive boards are the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Over to Kilpack on the right. Now they get it to Harmon, who drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Riverton, who'll get it to Brown, and she will bring it up over midcourt with 6:47 to play in the first quarter. Brown to Leesburg on the right wing. Zone defense here by the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Leesburg goes to Brown, who takes her place on the right wing. Looking underneath for Taylor, and it's going to be intercepted. Just a little bit too much underneath it. And Urban came away with Urban. Long pass. Harmon for 3. No good. Rebound by Riverton's Rylan Brown. Brown signals the play with one hand up underneath. Goes to Taylor. Taylor to Mathill. Back out to Brown for 3. In and out. No good. Circled the drain and then popped right back out with 6 minutes to play in the first. And we are scoreless. Mathill going to pick up the defense. 3-quarter court and forces the turnover. Coach Swinson not thrilled. We'll just say that with that call. Neither are the Rock Springs fans to my right. Leesburg inbounds to Brown. Looking for our first score by anybody. Goes to Leesburg on the left wing. Back up top to Brown. Brown now going to dribble to the right wing. Gets a screen. Goes all the way to the corner. And she's going to lose control of it. And it's going to be stolen away by Harmon. Harmon to Urban. Urban, quick, long pass. Looking for Acey, and Taylon Leesburg steps in front of it, deflects it out of bounds. It'll allow the Riverton defense to fully set up here with 5:33 left in the first. Inbound is going to go into the paint. They're going to steal it right away as Mathill Gets it Leesburg, who'll bring it up on the far side of the court here at Riverton Gymnasium. Goes to high block to Mathill by Lexi Taylor. Mathill misses, but Vosica puts it back up and good for the first point of the game. Of course, she had 18 last game against Rock Springs. Quickly passing up to Harmon. Harmon looking to drive baseline. Tries to get AC, loses control of it, and we're going to have a jump ball, which will go to the possession arrow and should go over to Riverton. It does indeed. I'm going to be nice to the possession arrow tonight. We made friends. Inbound to Leesburg, cross court to Brown. Riverton now has numbers, and Rylan Brown just sails a pass looking for Timbry Mathill. That'll be the third turnover of the game so far for Riverton. 4:55 to go in the first. 2-0 Riverton. Riverton looking to set up the half-court trap. Perplexed Kilpack. She just picked up her dribble. Luckily had someone to pass it to. They're going to get Harmon now for an open three. It's good. Rock Springs takes the lead here with 4:34. They're going to look to press. Taylor's going to break it. Taylor to Vosica. Vosica just did not get set and put it over the rim, way high off the backboard. Just missed everything but backboard. And Rock Springs comes away with it. They get to AC. AC up top to Harmon. Cross court over to Urban. Urban for three. No good. Rebound is by Rock Springs. It's going to be Plemmel who puts it up. No good. Rebound again. They get out to Harmon for three. No good. Rebound by Brown of Riverton. 3-2. Very sloppy offensive play by both teams so far. They get Leesburg. Leesburg's going to take the long three. No good. And that's one thing right now that Rock Springs is leading at. No second chance points as they get the rebound. And they get it up to midcourt to Urban. Urban is going to, I think, throw it away, but virtually able to save it was AC, but she saved it right to Riverton. Each team with 3 turnovers. Brown to Leesburg on the left wing. 3:24 and counting left in the first. Cross court to Mathill. Mathill back to Leesburg. Over to Brown on the left wing. Low block for Taylor. Taylor turns, puts it up, and good. Lexi Taylor. Riverton retakes the lead, 4-3 here with 3:07 to go in the first. Mathill pressuring, and they're going to say, nope, she didn't touch it. Mathill just caused the turnovers. Bad pass. Still didn't look like it had enough on it to be a turnover, as there was a player in the vicinity. I think she thought it was just touched. And we're going to have a first substitution of the day for Rock Springs as Condi will come in. And a Zancanella will come in, along with Soltis. As Riverton tries to force it into the paint, they're going to turn it over, and AC is going to get called for the walk as she looks to break. Didn't know whether she wanted to pass or throw there. Trying to make sure we got everybody. Yeah, it's 3 substitutions for Rock Springs. Riverton will bring Aspen Gordon in for the first time today, and Coach Bosner wants a timeout with 2:47 left in the first. It's 4-3 in favor of the Riverton Lady Wolverines here on 93.9 KTAK.
Future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And welcome back. Riverton inbounds it, and they're going to turn it right over as AC steps in front of a pass intended for Taylor Leesburg. Bringing it up will be Zancanella. Goes to AC for 3. No good. Rebound has gotten back to AC. She airballs that one, and it's rebounded by Riverton. Riverton with 5 shots. They're 1 of 5. 1 of 5 is Harmon alone. 1 of 10 overall as Rock Springs in the game. Inside to Timbery Mathill, high block, and she's going to get it ripped away by Zancanella. She's going to be able to keep her hands on it, though, but it'll still go to the possession arrows. It's tied up here with 2:09 left in the first. Riverton with the 4-3 lead. And it's just been, Riverton's been unable to get a lot of shots off. Rock Springs hasn't been able to hit anything. And off the inbounds, going to fight for it, and Leesburg's going to come away with it after the deflection by Mathill. Gets it to Rylan Brown, who puts up the easy layup, and Riverton goes up 6-3 here with 1:51 left in the first quarter. Cross court, they get an open look at three for Zancanella. She puts it up, no good. Rebound is tied up between two Riverton players. Finally, Aspen Gordon able to tell Rylan Brown to let go. And they get to Leesburg, who will bring it over the timeline with 1:33 left. And looking for Timbery Mathill, and just threw the ball too far outside. Although Mathill should have probably brought that in. It's kind of a combination turnover, and that's turnover number 6. Both teams looking like they're going to have more turnovers in this first half than they did in the last one, and this one's going to be saved by AC. A long pass going out of bounds. Aspen Gordon's going to wind up timing it up, and shouldn't it be the hometown ball? No, it's Riverton basketball. We just had a possession here. They're going to, okay, I guess we'll go with it. They're going to say it's Rock Springs ball. I think they got the possession error wrong there. They're going to throw it around the top to Kilpack. Kilpack back over to Soltis. Soltis to AC on the right wing. She looks to break down Carter. She gets inside of her, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Riverton. Leesburg will bring it over midcourt with 1 minute left, and stepping right in front of his telegraph pass is Rock Springs, and then they're going to turn it over. This is getting ridiculous. Both teams have more turnovers than either one of them has points. They're going to hand it to Rylan Brown. She comes over a screen, and they're going to get AC for a foul. Look more like a frustration foul than anything. It's her first, team first. Coming into the game will be Bear for Rock Springs, and Vosica will come back in for Lexi Taylor. Inbound to Brown. Brown to Leesburg on the left wing. 40 seconds left. Back to Brown. Now back to Leesburg on the left wing. Leesburg is going to dribble it towards center. Looking underneath for Mathill. Gets it to her on the low block. She turns, puts it up. No good. Gets the rebound. Good by Timbery Mathill. And Riverton now leads 8-3 with 5 seconds left. Long pass at Aspen Gordon. I think she watched and got way too into the Super Bowl, because she just plowed over Zancanella on not a loose ball. But Aspen Gordon, tough cookie, and she does a good job there of not letting the fast break at least happen. Team first foul as well. That's the one thing neither team has done in the negative, is foul a lot. So it'll be inbounded by Rock Springs. They'll go to the left wing, now going inside for Condi, and she's going to get tied up. It will be a jump ball, and this one will go over to Riverton with 10.7 seconds left. (8-3). Gordon will look to inbound. Full court press by Rock Springs. Inbound is to Brown. Gets it to Gordon. Now to Leesburg with 7 seconds left. She's looking long for Mathill with 3 seconds left. Inbound to trying to get underneath the Vosica, and they turn it over. So that will do it as the time expires on the turnover. When we return, we'll be back for the second quarter here on 93.9. Riverton Lady Wolverines 8. Lady Tigers of Rock Springs 3 here on KTAK.
Breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Welcome back to KTAK and Wire today. It is 8-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines as we start the second. It'll be the starters Brown, Leesburg, Timbry, Mathil, Vosica, and Lexi Taylor for Riverton, as you would kind of expect out of Coach Bosner. And starting off with the ball will be Rock Springs. They're going to throw it in the paint. They're going to turn it over. That's turnover number 9 for them, or excuse me, number 8 of the day. And turned right back over on a long pass. That'll be turnover 9 of the day against Riverton. It'll be Soltis, Kilpack, Bear, Condi, and Zancanella for Rock Springs. They get Zancanella looking to get to Kilpack. Timbry Mathil steps in front of it. Now we got chaos as it's loose, but it does fall to Kilpack. Now back to Zancanella on the left wing up top for Soltis for 3. No good. And it'll go out of bounds on the rebound attempt. It will stay with Rock Springs as AC is coming in. Urban's coming in. Harmon's coming in. And Plymouth is coming in. Let's make sure we're getting that. Plymel, excuse me, is coming back in. That's what I thought it was. If you want any look at what the difference is, 1 of 12 from the field was Rock Springs in the first quarter, 4 of 10 for Riverton. Passing around the horn after the inbound, they get to Harmon, who will drive baseline, kicks out for a 3 by Urban, up and good. Urban scores her first and pulls within 1 possession. It's 8-6 in favor of Riverton. Long pass to Taylor, back out to Leesburg. Swinging around, they get to Mathil down in the far court. Vosica up at the free throw line. She shoots the 15-footer. No good. Rebound by Mathil. Out to Leesburg. Leesburg has a good look at 3. Good! Taylor and Leesburg were the first triple of the night for Riverton, and her first points of the night extends the lead back out to 5, 11-6, with 6:27 left in the first half. Good job on the steal there, but Leesburg keeping it in. They find Leesburg trailing for a 3. No good. Rebound by Rock Springs. Leesburg did a great job of keeping that ball in play as they were able to deflect it with the trap. And now they're thinking about long pass. Vosica stands in front of it, tries to get it back to Leesburg before she goes out of bounds. She's unable to do so, and we'll get our first substitution for Riverton of the second quarter. It will be Aspen Gordon coming in for Ryland Brown. Inbound to AC. AC hands it off to Harmon. Harmon loses control of it. They're going to say it was last touch, though, by Timbry Mathil with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Harmon will inbound it for the visiting Lady Tigers to AC. Back to Harmon. Now over to Urban. Urban in the corner to Kilpack. 3 on the way. Misses everything. Rebound by Riverton. And they're going to turn it over on the outlet pass. Looking to get into AC. And Rock Springs turns it back over. Both teams now with 10 turnovers. We still have 5:42 to play in the half. Looking to get it on a fast break to Gordon. And AC steps in front of it. Goes out of bounds as Gordon was trying to get it back out to Taylor. Good bit of sloppy play going on here right now. Defense is playing well, though, overall, and that's why it's a 5-point game here, 11-6. Leesburg to Mathil after the inbounds. Back out to Leesburg. She's 30 feet away from the basket. Now goes back to Mathil. Mathil looks inside. Nothing there. Goes back out to Leesburg. Leesburg takes a couple dribbles. Goes to the top of the key. Back to Mathil. Back out to Leesburg. This zone's really confusing to him. Gets it to Taylor. It's going to go off her hand last, though, and out of bounds. It's deflected. 11th turnover of the day against the Riverton Lady Wolverines. zone press, having Mathil all the way up, and Rock Springs trying to break it, having a hard time. Now they finally do on a long pass to Urban. Urban looking to go baseline, has to pick up her dribble, goes to Plamel, and we get a timeout. It'll be a 30-second by Coach Swenson of Rock Springs. We'll take it with them, 11-6. Riverton on top here with 4:58 to go in the first half on 93.9 KTAK.
It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK. Riverton up by 5, 11-6 here. And what has been a sloppily played first half by both teams. The one good part for Riverton is that they're shooting the ball pretty darn well, especially to the 2 of 15 now for Rock Springs. Rock Springs on the inbounds, drives in, and Kilpack hits the uprights behind the backboard with her shot. That'll be a turnover, or not a turnover, it would just be a missed shot. Riverton with the basketball. Gordon, long pass to Mathil on the right wing. Mathil cross court to Taylor Leesburg. And Leesburg just not paying attention as it slapped out of her hand. Long pass for Kilpack. She puts up no good. That's been kind of day it's been for Rock Springs shooting. Rebound by Brown with 4:28 left in the first half. Brown to Leesburg. Leesburg back to Brown. Back to Leesburg. She's going to look at the three. Shoots the triple. No good. Rebound is by Gordon. Puts up no good. Mathil puts it up now and is no good as well. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with Riverton as Leesburg is substituted for by Lexi Taylor. Zone defense really confusing Riverton. They get into Ryland Brown, low block. She turns around and brings out. Zone typically, it looks like a 2-3 now. You got to shoot over, and Riverton wants to go inside. Of course, Vosica is what burned them last time on that backdoor cut and those easy passes, and they're guarding against that, no doubt. Taylor now looking to go into Aspen Gordon. Back out to Taylor. Taylor drives in, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound by Gordon, gets it Mathil, and back out to Brown. Brown looking to drive, and she's going to get called for. No, there's going to be a foul, and AC is not happy with it, even though it wasn't called on her. I think she thought it was. It's called on Kilpack. That's her first, team first of the second quarter. Again, we've had 3 total fouls called, 1 against Riverton. That was just the second against Rock Springs. They're going to say Brown was shooting, though, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. That's been the story of pretty much everybody's season in the West. Ryland Brown on the season, 36% from the charity stripe. Second one up on its way and good. Courtney finally said what I begged her to say on, which is her little sing-song thing of you got to hit your free throws. She does hit the second, and it is 12-6 in favor of Riverton. Coming back in will be Soltis and Condi for the visiting team from Rock Springs, as well as Zancanella. They try and get it to Condi. She almost loses control of it, then does, but it was last touched by the Lady Wolverines with 3:30 to play here in the first half. Inbounding will be Zoltis on the far sideline. She gets it into Kilpack. Riverton in a, looks like a triangle and one type situation. They got 2 sinking back, 1 at the free throw line, and Mathil way up top. And then, of course, Taylor rim guarding. They're looking to trap. They get to Condi. She drives in, puts up no good, but she will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throws of the day coming up on the foul against Lexi Taylor. Her first, team first of the second quarter. Vosica will be coming back in. Condi to the line. First one on its way, no good. Condi on the season, 35%. Again, free throws have not been kind to anybody, it seems, in the West, except for the boy we had last game. He was 81% on the year. She does hit the second one. Cuts the lead back down to 5, 12-7 here with 3:13 to go in the first half. Long pass to break the press to Mathil. Mathil beats a trap, drives in, out to Brown, fake the three. Now goes to Leesburg. She'll fake a 3-2. Drives into Aspen Gordon, puts off the glass, no good. Rebound is by Rock Springs. They'll look to break. Long pass to Kilpack. She's immediately trapped, and she's in trouble. She's able to break out of it, gets a pass to Condi, and then we're going to get a foul, I'm guessing, against Aspen Gordon here or Taylon Leesburg. It is Aspen Gordon, one half of the trap there. That is her second, team second, and Taylor will come in for her. 2:47, it'll be inbounds. Now 5 total fouls called in the game. Been relatively foul-free. Inbound is to AC. AC to the corner, Soltis. She'll drive baseline, and then she'll throw it right to Timbri Mathil. 11 turnovers now against the Lady Tigers. Leesburg to Brown as she crosses midcourt. Brown dribbles up and goes to Taylor. Taylor from 8 feet, no good, just a little too strong. Rebound is by AC of Rock Springs. Long pass out to Harmon, I think. No, long pass to Urban. She's going to take the shot, and on the rebound after the miss, it's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Wolverines with 2:21 to play. Here in the second quarter from Riverton High School. Inbound, they're looking for Condi. They get it into her. She almost loses it. Kicks out for a 3. No good by Zancanella. Rebound by Riverton. They've hit 2 threes. They've taken a bunch. Riverton in the half court will swing it around, 3-point line, and they're going to swing it away, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Leesburg as the pass was deflected by AC. 13 turnovers now tonight by the Lady Wolverines. Inbound is to Urban. Urban over to Zancanella on the right wing. Back up top, they're going to swing it to Condi. Left up top of the key. Now to AC on the left wing. They'll go in the corner. 3 put up by Urban. No good. Rebound by Riverton. And on the rebound attempt to bring it up the court, we get a foul called against Zoltis. Number 10. That is team second. It's her first of the second quarter. Comes with a minute 41 and a 12-7 lead for Riverton here in the first half. To Brown. Brown trapped. Brown gets it to Taylor. Now they got numbers. They get it to Vosica. Puts up a little fake. Off the glass, up and good. She now has 4. Riverton doubles up. Rock Springs leads 14-7 with a minute 22 left here in the second quarter. Looking for Condi. They get it to her. Vosica tried to steal it away, and that's going to lead to a bad pass. Taylor just intercepts it. Looking to get it Vosica. Good hands by Condi to recover and smack it out of bounds with a minute 11 left in the first half. They're going to have Taylor inbound. First was going to be Leesburg, but before that, Bear is going to check in for the Tigers. Riverton going very short bench so far. We've only seen Aspen Gordon play off the bench. Inbound to Leesburg. She's wide open. She misses, but that could not have been planned. And rebounds by Rock Springs. AC going to try and take it all the way. She puts it up, trying to avoid the charge as Brown had set up for her. AC misses. And Riverton comes away with it. Mathil with 52 seconds left. Getting it. Oh, no, she's going to throw a turnover pass. It's going to be intercepted by Bear, and we're going to get a foul against, let's see here, Taylon Leesburg. It's her first, team third. Comes with 48.6 left. Inbound is given back, right back to Soltis, and she's petrified of the trap, and she's going to throw. It's going to be deflected by Leesburg. You can just tell as they approach midcourt that Rock Springs is terrified of the Mathill-Leesburg trap. They want nothing to do with it. They stop, they pick up their dribble, and look for a long pass. So inbound from the sideline, they go all the way to the far corner. Gets it to AC. AC losing control of it. Mathill trying to steal it. AC kicks out to an open look by Soltis. No good. Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Rock Springs. That was Rylan Brown trying to get a hold of it. Again, Rock Springs has one field goal in the second quarter. They had one in the first. Inbound to AC. AC from 15. Good. I just jinxed it, and that's her first points of the night. 14-9 with 18 seconds left. Leesburg to Vosika. She drives down, picks up her dribble, goes back to Leesburg. 10 seconds left. Leesburg going to put up a 14-footer. Good and one. Just took one dribble off to her right, put it up, and drew the contact. Foul is against AC, and that could be important. That is her second. Team third comes with 8.7 seconds left. Talon Leesburg, 61% online. That's good for the West this year. Leesburg with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play and leaves it short. Vosika fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Now Mathill fighting for it. And it's going to be thrown down, and it didn't touch her. No, they're going to say it did touch her. AC said what? And they're going to say it was deflected. She was able to save it and throw it off of Talon Leesburg, Timbry Mathill. Inbound with 4 seconds left, 16-9. Intercepted by Taylor. She'd have to put it up quick. She cannot get it up, but does get the turnover to her credit and the steal to her credit. And that's going to do it for the half. Not pretty, but Riverton leads by 7, 16-9. When we return from paying a few bills, it'll be time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today, KTAK.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pro.
Welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on 93.9 KTAK. At the half, it is the Lady Wolverines 16, Lady Tigers of Rock Springs 9. Riverton defense has held Rock Springs to incredibly low shooting percentage. 3 points scored in the first quarter by Rock Springs, 6 in the second, 8 in both for Riverton. Turnovers, we'll start with kind of the negative of the bunch. Both teams having a much worse game than they had last game. Both of them with 13 turnovers. Now we get to the scorebook and look at how the scoring has gone down. First for Rock Springs, Urban and Harmon have 3. AC well under her pace of her normal, almost 15. She only has 2. Condi with 1 free throw. For Riverton, and leading all scorers, Talon Leesburg has 5. Carson Vosica with 4. Ryland Brown with 3. Lexi Taylor with 2. Timmery Mathill with 2. Riverton shooting 30%. Not awful, not great. In the first quarter, they shot 40%. They're right on pace, basically, of having the same amount of shots, 23 total to 24 for Rock Springs. But you want to know where the difference is when you're tied at tied at turnovers. You really don't have anybody in major foul trouble. No one's really shot a lot of free throws. Rock Springs has shot 2 of them, and Riverton has shot 3 of them. Rock Springs is 3 of 24, 12.5% from the field. The defense for Riverton, the Lady Wolverines, held them to 1 of 12 in the first, 2 of 12 in the second. So highly impressive defense here, and we want to thank, as we get ready for the third quarter, United States Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines, for sponsoring our halftime show. When we return, it'll be time for the third quarter here on 93.9 KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, welcome back. It'll be inbounded to start the quarter by Riverton. It will be Brown, Leesburg, Vosika, Timry, Mathill, and Taylor, and they get it underneath to Vosika. She puts it up and good. She now has 6 points on the day. And the lead balloons back out to 9, 18-9. They doubled them up again. AC with it on a nice pass. They found her at free throw line. She misses. Her rough day continues. Ball will go out of bounds on the rebound attempt. And it looks like, no, they're going to call a foul. So it'll be Riverton basketball. Foul is against Harmon. That's her first, team first. So it will be, it'll be Plymouth, Kilpack, Urban, Harmon, and AC for Rock Springs. So starters all the way around. Riverton looking to increase their lead here. They get to Leesburg on the left wing. Leesburg's going to dribble up, 2-3 zone by Rock Springs. To Brown, now to Taylor, inside of Vosika. She just went too far underneath with it. She comes away with it somehow, puts it up, no good, but she is fouled and will go to the line. Let's see who the foul is going to get called against. It is against AC, and now, as I said, we didn't have anybody really in any foul trouble because they weren't calling them very often, but that is AC's third, so that's pretty big. It'll send Carson Vosika to the free throw line where she's 38% on the year. First one on its way up and good. Vosika with the basketball, puts the second one on its way, up and good. Makes both of them. That'll improve her percentage, and it's now 20-9. Quick pass to AC, gets it to Kilpack, looking inside for Plymouth. She puts it up, can't hit it. Rebound is by Plymouth. Now it's on the ground. Let's see what's going to happen here. And we all go falling to the ground. It will be a possession arrow tie-up, and it will stay with Rock Springs. AC, this is the first dead ball since she got her third foul, will be substituted for by Zancanella with 6:51 left in the third. Inbound to Kilpack. She's going to launch a three. No good. Rebound by Riverton's Mathil. She gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg looking to push it up with a little bit of pace. Goes to the top of the key to Mathil. Mathil back up to Leesburg. Leesburg back to Mathil. Mathil from 17. No good. Rebound is going to kick out to Leesburg. She puts up the three. No good. Vosica comes away with the rebound. Now we go to the ground again. And what are we going to get here? They're going to say it was last touched and went out of bounds. It was touching Lexi Taylor, so it will be Rock Springs ball. 6:23 to go, 20-9 here in the third quarter. Harmon up top. They're going to look underneath. Nice pass to Zancanella, and she misses from point-blank range. Rebound by Riverton. Leesburg, long outlet pass to Mathil. Mathil, oh, she wanted to go inside of Vosica, then saw the defender cut in front, and she came back down with it. That'll be a turnover. It'll be the first one of the second half against Riverton. Kilpack on the inbound, and here's Mathil. They're putting the press on, and they want nothing to do with it. Mathil, cross court to Harmon from Kilpack, looking to get it in, and there's turnover again. First turnover the second half against Rock Springs. Brown on the break to Leesburg, inside to Taylor. Taylor puts up a little spin move, no good. Rebounds it herself, puts it up, no good. But there was a foul on the floor before she put that second one up. Foul is against Harmon. That's her second, team third. Oh, it's against 14. Excuse me, I thought I saw 5 up there. So it's not against Harmon. It is against Urban. That'll be her first. Comes with 5:40 to go, and Riverton almost turns it over on the inbounds. Harmon unable to secure it and goes out of bounds on the sideline, near sideline, off of Rock Springs with 5:38 to play in the third. Inbound to Brown. Brown top of the key, picks up her dribble, goes to Mathil on the wing. Far wing up to Leesburg. Leesburg eyes a three, puts it up, no good on the triple. Rebound is fought for by Mathil, and somebody let's see who was fighting with her. That's Kilpack, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to stay with Lady Wolverines. Taylor will be inbounding. Taylor going out to the wing to Brown. Brown over to Mathil. Mathil looking inside for Taylor. She's double teamed. Gets it to Leesburg in the paint. Leesburg from 14 feet misses everything but backboard. Rebound is fought for and won. And then the ball's going to pop up. We're going to get a foul on the floor here. It's going to go against Rock Springs. That is against Plemmel, her first. And the team quickly has 4. They're going to say Taylor was shooting the ball. She missed, but we'll get 2 free throws out of it. On the season, Taylor is 54% from the free throw line. She does miss the first.
Substitution for the Wolverines, 10.
One more for Lexi Taylor here. And next foul here in the third quarter, 5:12 left. Riverton's going to shoot free throws the rest of the way as they're in the bonus. Second one is missed. Rebound by Rock Springs. Zoltis has come in. Let's see who else. Looks like just Zoltis. They're going to try and go to the right wing. Going to be deflected out of bounds by Riverton. It'll be Rock Springs ball. 5:02 to play in the third. Inbound, and they try a lazy bounce pass, trying to get it towards the baseline to Harmon. Leesburg just knocks that completely out of bounds, so it'll stay with Rock Springs. Inbound is to Urban. Urban hands it off to Kilpack, back to Urban. Urban looking inside, wanting to get to Plemmel. She's defended by Aspen Gordon, who's checked in here. And they're going to go to Soltis in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound by Riverton's Taylor. She'll get to Leesburg. Leesburg looking to bring it up on the near side with some pace to Mathil on the baseline. Mathil now stuck out to Leesburg. Leesburg to Taylor for 3. No good by Taylor. Rebound by Mathil. And let's see what we're going to get here. It may be a foul, maybe out of bounds. I'm not sure what. It is a foul. It is against Harmon. That's her second. And now if Riverton can shoot some free throws, it'll be pretty good for them because they're going the free throw line every foul the rest of the way of the third. Timbry Mathill going to the line. She's looking for her first free throw of the day. She has 2 points on the day. And Timbry is 64% on the season. Hits the first. (21-9). 4:26 to play here in the third quarter. Second one on its way from Mathill. High arcing, no good. And Aspen Gordon tries to tie it up, can't do it. And Rock Springs Soltis comes away with it. She's looking to pass. She hits it right off Mathill, and then the aftermath leads to the second turnover of the quarter for them. They get to Mathill on the baseline. She steps through, puts it up, and good. Good physical play there by the eldest Mathill on the team, and it is 23-9 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Riverton has held Rock Springs scoreless. Mathill with the steal, looks to take it all the way, puts up no good, but she is hacked in the process. Foul will go against Kilpack, I do believe. That is indeed who it will be against. That is her second, team sixth. So with 3:54 to go, Rock Springs coach Swenson seen enough scoreless time. We'll take the break with them. Be right back on KTAK and Wire Today. 23-9, Riverton on 939.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And welcome back to WYO Today, 93.9 KTAK, 23-9. So we just got word of some sickness on the boys team. We're going to be missing a lot. We'll get to that during the Hampton show pregame show, but at least one normal starter, one very often starter, and 2 kids off the bench are going to be out. Bo Anderson, of course, we saw earlier. We saw him return. And Mathill at the line shooting again out of the timeout. Hits the first one. She'll be getting a second one here. And it's 24-9. It's an 8-0 run to start the second half here. Second one on the way. Make that. Nope, she misses that one. And that's just the night it's been. Condi goes for the rebound. She grabs it, hits off her knee, and goes out of bounds. So it'll remain with Riverton. Out of that timeout, it is Gordon, Leesburg, Brown, Timbry Mathill, and Alexi Taylor. Inbound is to Brown. She looks to put it up, and she is fouled in the process. Foul is against number 34, Condi, her first, team 7th in the quarter. So Brown will go to the line. She is 1 of 2 on the day. High 30% shooter on the year from the free throw line. First one up and good. And the lead stretches out to 16. I'll do math at some point in time. And Coach Swenson seen enough. He's getting AC back in with 3 fouls. Second one on the way from Brown. Up and good. She hits them both. Now 3 of 4 on the day, and the lead is 17. AC will come in for Kilpack. Mathill in the press, looking to inbound. They get into Soltis. Soltis picked up, and she'll look to pass it to AC. AC has it. Gordon right on her and looking to steal it away. And Mathill and AC quite perturbed about how Mathill is. Foul is against Timry Mathill. That's not going away anytime soon. It is her second, team first of the quarter. Inbound is to AC. AC up top to Soltis. Now going over to the right to Urban. Back up to Soltis, all the way across to Bear, who's checked in. Bear guarded by Brown. Looks to drive baseline and triple teamed. And Gordon gets her hand in there. Causes the tie-up, but it should stay with Rock Springs here with 3:24 to play in the third. Soltis will look to inbound. She does to AC. Again, AC at 14.6 points per game, only has 2. She's going to swing it to Soltis for 3, no good. Rebound is by Rock Springs. They get it back to AC. AC's going to shoot the 3, and she gets fouled by Taylor in the process of shooting the 3. So send her to the line to shoot 3. Taylor just landed, jumped up, and came forward, and it's a foul nonetheless, but just a foul that can be avoided by jumping straight up and down. AC on the season is a 65% free throw shooter. She misses the first. Looking for their first points of the third quarter and of the second half. AC second one on the way, good. And they have them. It breaks a 10-0 run, makes it now 10-1. As Carson Vosica will check back in. So it'll be Gordon, Vosica, Brown, Mathill, and Leesburg for the Lady Wolverines. Second one on its way. Look short is short. And they're going to say over the back was Bear, and she touched it and went out of bounds. So 1 of 3 from the free throw line for AC. With 3:08 to play in the third, lead is 26-10 for Riverton. And Leesburg's just going to throw it away there, but Vosica tracks it down, gets it over midcourt, gets it to Mathill on the wing. Rock Springs trying to trap, and they're going to call Timry Mathill for a hook. That'll be her third. Well, wait. Are they just going to say she went out of bounds? Okay, that's what they're going to call it, looks like. Looked like they were going to get her for a hook, as she did hook around. They get to AC. AC gets it stolen away by Mathill. That's when Mathill's mad. She just stripped it away from AC. AC didn't even know what hit her. Riverton with the basketball. They're getting Taylor in. Taylor to Brown. Brown up towards half court. They're trying to come in with that press. Gets it. Leesburg drives in, looking to get to Vosica. Deflected. Mathill comes out with it. She drives in, puts it up. No good, but she'll go to the line.
Rock Springs foul, 10, Soltis.
Soltis with the foul on Mathill. That's her second. As much as I said, Riverton has kept up the foul. They only have 1 to the 8 in the quarter. Mathill with their first free throw on its way. Looked way short, air ball.
Returning for the Wolverines, 22, Taylor.
Taylor comes in now with the dead ball. So it'll be Vosica, Gordon, Mathill, Leesburg, and Taylor. Mathill with the second one. Gives a little jump. She misses both. Rebound by AC. AC picks it up and intercepted by Leesburg on the long bounce pass. She takes it all the way in. Just unwise shot. Should have probably given it up. Misses. Rebound by Soltis, who looked to bring it up. She double dribbled. They didn't call it. Gets out for a 3. No good by Zancanella. Rebound by Riverton with 2 minutes to play in the third. Long pass up to Mathill on the outlet. She gets it slapped away for a second, and Coach Bosner wants a timeout. Things looking a little sloppy for him here in the third. Minute 56 to go in this quarter. 26-10, Riverton on top. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase. Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and Y today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. Riverton up 26-10. Lady Wolverines have led the entire way. Inbound is Mathil to Taylor to Vosica underneath. She misses. She just overthought, I think, that inside little low block shot. It'll go out of bounds on the rebound attempt and over to Rock Springs. I think she was anticipating the block, so tried to go a little high with it and just missed everything but backboard. Inbound is to Soltis, and they're going to look to Riverton in that stingy zone press. It's it to AC. Now back to Soltis. And she's guarded by Timmery Mathil, and that's not fun. A little bit of an elbow by Soltis there, and they're just getting frustrated at this point. Down to the low block for Bear. Bear swings it out for a three by Zancanella, no good. Rebound is taken away by Aspen Gordon with 1:13 to go in the third. Leesburg with it, goes to Taylor. And Taylor's going to step out of bounds. She's saying she was bumped by Bear, but hey, that's what you want. You want them playing it, calling it kind of loose. So don't complain too much because Riverton, Mathil getting a well-earned break. She might be our first Gatorade Good Sport for being mean. Just mean defensively in a good way, not mean as a person. And they're going to throw it away right as they get inbound. They're just so scared of this press. On the fast break, Leesburg, late pass to Ryland Brown. We're going to get a jump ball. Should stay with Riverton. Was a wise pass to give it up as it would have led to an easy layup, but it was just a little bit late and a little bit behind Brown. Taylor looking to inbound. She's going to have to go deep into the front court, and Ryland Brown unable to control it. Second turnover of the second half against Riverton. They definitely cleaned that up. They had 13 in the first half. Only 2 here so far in the second quarter with 50 seconds left in the third. Soltis with it. Looking for, I'm not sure what that was. I'm going to call it a shot. It missed. I think she was looking to pass. Gets it back, puts it up and answers for it. Hits the three. And hits the first field goal, I do believe. Yep, first field goal of the second half. And on the inbound, they're going to get Bear for a foul in the backcourt on Ryland Brown. And that's 9 in the third quarter. And that's going to send Ryland Brown the free throw line where she is 2 for 2 on the day. I thought, no, that's Vosica who I was giving that to. Excuse me, she hit her 2. She's 3 for 4 is Ryland Brown on the day. Looking to extend the lead. First one up and good, 27-13 now. 30.4 left here in the third. We are behind on time. If you're tuning in for the boys game, it will follow 10 minutes after. Second one is missed. JV boys went to overtime. JV Tigers the victors in that one. Long pass to Soltis. She airballs it. Rebound is by Riverton. Just stepped up the free throw line and left it 2 feet short. Brown up into the front court on the far side with 13 seconds left. Out to Leesburg with 10. Leesburg with 9. Over to Brown on the right wing with 6 seconds. 5 seconds to Gordon. Back to Brown with 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Got to get it up. Taylor, last second heave. No good. And that could have been a little bit better executed as it seemed like no one wanted to shot. And Lexi Taylor was willing to, but off, kind of way off balance. and she misses the 3 attempt. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
Like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter here on 93.9 KTAK. Riverton with a 27-13 lead, outscoring Rock Springs 11-4. And on the inbounds, they're going to cause a steal. Nope, they're going to say it's tied up. It will go over to Riverton on the possession arrow with 7:53 left in the ball game. Rock Springs has been held in single digits every single quarter. In fact, the most they've had was the second, where they scored 6. Rylan Brown to Timry Mathil. It is Mathil, Brown, inside of Vosica. She puts it up and good. She now has 10, does Carson Vosica. But it's Vosica, Brown, Leesburg, Taylor, and Mathil. And it's 29-13. Rock Springs, with it being Kilpack, Plamel. Right now up top, Harmon with the basketball. AC and Urban are also in the game. And looking to go inside, we get a foul called against Rylan Brown. Should be her first, team first of the quarter. Riverton on the day. That's only their 6th foul overall. Inbound to AC. She turns, fires, no good. Again, AC 3 on her normal 15. Long pass after the rebound is to Brown on the far side. She's going to dribble back towards top of key, and she's going to throw it away. Third turnover of the second quarter. Much better again than the first half. Or first turnover of the half. Third turnover of the half. There, we'll get it right. And Riverton with the trap. And we're going to get a kicked ball. And somehow that ball picked up so much speed that it went flying down the floor. And we're going to get a timeout here by Coach Swenson. We'll take it with him. 29-13. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK. Riverton up big.
Future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And welcome back. Riverton up 16 points, 29-13. They have allowed 1 field goal in the third, 1 field goal in the first, only 2 field goals in the second. Rock Springs and Coach Swenson, his players want nothing to do with specifically the Timber Mathil, Taylor, and Leesburg side of the trap that Riverton's been running. They are petrified of it. You can just see it in their eyes. It's in a little bit of frustration and anger. As they inbound, they get AC. AC for 3, no good. Rebound is by the Rock Springs. They get out to Kilpack, shoots a 3, no good. Rebound is by Brown. She'll get it to Taylor. Looking to set up the trap. They get it Leesburg. They've got numbers. Looking for Vosica, and she just can't handle it. Able to get tipped back out to Leesburg. And they're going to get a foul going up, and AC is not happy. That'll be her 4th. It's her first. It's team first of the 4th. So it'll be just an inbound. Taylor looking to inbound. Has to get it in. Gets it to Leesburg down in the corner on the far side. She almost gets it stripped away, but comes away with her dribble. Goes to Brown up top. Brown will step out towards half court. She's guarded by AC. Brown looking for a screen by Taylor. Drives in. Misses Taylor, gets underneath though to Vosika. She can't control it. Fourth turnover of the second half against Riverton. 6 minutes and counting to play. AC with it, and it's going to get tipped away by guess who? Timbry Mathill. And Leesburg comes away with it. Hits Vosika. She stops, puts it up. She now has 12. 31-13, 5:40 and counting. Long pass to Urban. Urban going into Plamel, and Leesburg's just going to strip it away. Leesburg to Mathill. Mathill has Vosika and Leesburg open now. She goes to Leesburg on the near wing. Back up top to Brown. Brown to Taylor on the high block. She looks to get it to Brown, does so. Brown dribbles it in, lays it up, and good. Brown now with 8. And these are the two girls who had their way, Brown and Vosika, with them the first time. 33-13. And turnover again as they got a little bit of a hand. Leesburg and Mathill on the break. Leesburg going to keep it, takes it all the way and up and in. She now has 7. 35-13. And they're just having fun now with it. Looks like Aspen Gordon going to come in for Carson Vosika. Here again, very, very short bench. Long pass to Kilpack. Kilpack to AC. AC to Kilpack over on the left wing. She's going to shoot the 3. Looks good, is good. Nice shot by Kilpack. It's her first points of the evening. Taylor bringing it over midcourt on a pass to Brown on the far side. Brown with 4.5 minutes is going to dribble along the top of the key. Gets a screen way away from the basket. Trying to get Taylor on a high block, partially deflected. Taylor goes out to get it on the wing. Taylor hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg looking to drive. It opens up for her. She puts it up, though, no good. And look at Mathill grabbing it and causing the jump ball again. Go figure. Timbry Mathill near a loose ball. They get to AC. Oh, I was almost over and back. She pivoted, and they get out for a 3. Good by Urban. And all of a sudden, it's 35-19, 14-point game. We have a whistle on the floor on the rebound. They'll keep the ball. It'll go against Aspen Gordon. That's her 3rd. Team 2nd of the 4th quarter. And it looks like Harmon is recovering a bit. So chance on this one, on the possession, on this trip down the court to get 2 solid possessions. Long inbound to AC. Gets out. They're going to shoot a 3. Looked like her foot was on it. Harmon's foot was on the line, but I didn't see what they signaled. Rebound is missed after the air ball by Brown. Brown to Mathill. Mathill going to try a long 2. No good. Rebound is on Aspen Gordon. The foul after the rebound by Rock Springs. That is Harmon going to the ground again. So let's see here. We will get Vosika back in, and we will see Kimber Mathill, the younger Mathill sister, in the game for the first time today. 3:44 to play. Best quarter so far has been the 4th quarter, and they're going to turn it over as they try and get it into the front court. That is the 11th turnover of the second half. They have 24 overall. Riverton with only 4 this quarter. They have 17 overall. Or 4 this half. They have 17 overall. Inbound's going to be deflected out. It will remain with Riverton as we see Soltis come back in. And Condi. Inbound is to Leesburg. She thought about driving, now back out into the corner, and now dribble up top towards top of the key with 3.5 minutes to play. In regulation, do we dare say it so far? Off the ball screen by Vosica. Inside to Taylor. Beautiful cut. Beautiful screen by Kimber Mathill. And Taylor puts it up and good. She now has 4. And it's 37-19. AC to Soltis. Soltis to Zancanella. Looking to go inside. Stolen by Kimber Mathill. 12th turnover of the half. Ryland Brown coming to the score table to check back in. Taylor with it. The Leesburg on the near side. 2:56 and counting. Leesburg going to her left. AC able to keep her away from it and deflects it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Wolverines as Brown will come in for Lexi Taylor.
Substitution for Riverton.
And we'll get a timeout here by Coach Bosner. It'll be a 30-second. His team leads by 18, 37-19. Lady Wolverines on top. 2:51 to play here on 93.9 KTAK.
Hampton Inn and Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn and Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
After the timeout, Leesburg missed a floater from 8. Rock Springs came away with it. And now Kimber Mathill trying to duplicate her sister's defensive prowess. And we're going to get, I don't know what we're getting. It's going to be a jump ball. It will go over to Riverton. Inbound is to Brown. 2:26 to play. Brown able to come up the baseline and just tried to tight rope it too much and steps out of bounds. That'll be turnover number 5 compared to 13 in this half. That's been a real big difference maker, that and the fact that until the second quarter they haven't been able to really hit shots. Looking to come up the near side, it's deflected out of bounds. This is the only quarter they've come really all that close to outscoring the way they play. That Riverton, they have 8 points to score. Riverton was 6 though, so it's not a huge difference. 37-19, and they're going to swing. And Riverton's still diving for balls as it goes all Bears knees, and Taylor Leesburg diving for that loose one. Boy, this Lady Wolverines team, if there's a difference between previous years as this program, as Coach Bosner's tried to build it, it's been in the toughness. I mean, just willing to hit the deck at basically any loose ball. You know, throw bodies in harm's way near knees. They're going to look for a cross-court pass to AC. Guess what? Leesburg with the turnover. Leesburg looking to get it to Mathill. She's on the baseline, and she stands out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover against Riverton. And we're going to get Harmon, Urban, Plamel, and let's see who come back in. I'm missing one. Kilpack is coming back in. So starters back in for Rock Springs, and we're going to get all sorts of substitutions now. We're going to get Weber in for Riverton, Blumenshine. Trying to lay eyes on them all. 14's coming in. That's Piper Anderson, Aspen Gordon, of course, and who is the one on the far side, number 15. That is Van Fleet. Inbound is going to be to AC. She's going to put it up and good. And we're going to get a foul as Riverton tries to bring it up. Nope, they're going to get it. It's going to be a charge against Weber. Be a 4th team foul. Weber comes in, gets her first immediately. And AC going to drive in. Now she's got 4 in the quarter. And it's a 37-23 game. They're trying to take the charge too, and now it looks like they're going to throw up the white flag with 1:27 left, as we're going to see Zancanella, Soltis, Bear, and trying to lay eyes on the other one. Zancanella 22. I'm missing one. And yeah, all of a sudden they were going to give the ball to Rock Springs. Inbounding will be Gordon, 1:27 left. Inbound is to Anderson. Anderson is going to get called for a palming. 7 turnovers as she carries the ball. You know what we haven't seen? I guess she's still in concussion protocol. That would be Shelsta, Cairo Shelsta. She was in concussion protocol last week. I'm guessing that she still is. Long pass intended for Harmon. Blumenshine able to swat it out of bounds. 19. Inbound is to Soltis. Soltis guarded by Aspen Gordon. Gonna throw it in the corner. They're gonna go underneath the Condi. She makes one move, puts it up, no good. Rebound is missed by Zancanella, and it's gonna go out of bounds. It'll go over to Riverton with 1:05 left. 37-23 in favor of Riverton. Blumenshine, long pass, gets it up to Van Fleet. She thought about trying to shoot. She can't get a hold of it. Now she does, and we're going to get a tie-up. It'll go over to Rocks. Well, maybe not. So it'll stay with Riverton. Riverton inbound, and it's given right into Soltis' hands by Gordon. They're trying to run a pick play. Soltis just read right through it. Gets it up to Harmon. Harmon for 3, no good. Rebound by Gordon. Gordon's going to keep it, bringing it up, and Soltis is going to get called for the foul. Only be the second of the quarter. It'll be Soltis' third. Comes with 39.5 left. So Riverton looking to sweep the regular season series. The boys will look to do the same after this. Long inbound pass cross court to Anderson. Anderson back to Gordon to Blumenshine for 3. No good. Ball is going to go out of bounds on the rebound attempt, and it will be with Rock Springs 31.6. As I said, boys going to be without several. So we'll get into that. Who's definitely out, who's most likely out. Condi with it half court, gets down to Zancanella. She drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Rock Springs to Zancanella. She puts it up, no good. Rebound her own shot. Aspen Gordon comes away with it with 13 seconds left. 10 seconds left as she crosses midcourt, and she's drug her pivot foot. It'll be turnover number 9 of the quarter, or of the half, with 9.1 left. Inbound is to Soltis. 6 seconds left, 5 as she crosses midcourt. 3 seconds left. She's going to throw up a heave. It's going to be airballed, and that is going to do it. Riverton will win this thing 37-23. When we return, it will be time for the Click It or Ticket postgame show, where we'll give you the Pop Murphy's Player of the Game and the Gatorade Good Sport of the Game here on WYO Today.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on 93.9. We're going to jump right into it. First of all, our player of the game, and I kind of went back and forth on this because I'm going to kind of give two different things at the same time. So I'm going to name them co-good sport of the game, co-player of the game, just because of their attitude, effort, and that is Talon Leesburg and Timry Mathil. They're going to share both of them, because I have never seen a team so scared of two players on one side of a press trap in my life. So both of them, congratulations, Pop Murphy's player of the games and Gatorade Good Sports, because the attitude, just diving after balls late in the game when it was already sealed. Just great teammates all the way around. As we go to the Ranger Prayers scorebook here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show, first for Rock Springs, they were led in scoring by AC with 7, under half of her normal average. Urban finishes with 6. Kilpack, Solstice, and Harmon with 3 each. Condi with 1. For Riverton, leading all scorers will be Carson Vosica with 12. Followed by Ryland Brown with 8. Talon Leesburg with 7. Timber Mathil with 6. Lexi Taylor with 4. Turnover-wise, it was a tale of two halves till the end of it. They both finished with 14 in the second half, although that was late by Riverton when they brought in the bench to get them some playing time. Both teams with 27 turnovers. Really, the difference being the defense of Riverton tonight. So that's going to do it for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. When we return, it will be time for the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on WYO Today and KTAK.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Hampton and Suites pregame show. We're going to kind of ignore what we've normally done and just focus on the news that we got during the girls' game. I've kind of teased a little bit. So, out for this game for Riverton are going to be, I want to make sure and verify here. So Josiah Hernandez is out. Aiden Kelly, two potential starting guards very much in the main rotation, are out. Garrett Jackson, again in the main rotation quite often, is out. And Peyton Stevens is out as well. So you got 4 out sick. So we're going to jump right to our Ranger keys of the game based on that from guard play. And to win this game, especially with Lineberger back, best player for Rock Springs, you are going to have to get some scoring, some important scoring, and some extremely important minutes from the likes of Blake Gantenbein. Bo Anderson may be seeing starting time, maybe not, but he may be seeing starting time, and Clay Sheets. Number 2, and extremely important in this game now, is foul trouble at a minimum. You do not, if they call it like the girls' game, they're going to be willing to let you play. So we got to kind of hope for that and then adjust to the style that they're allowing, because there's not a lot on the bench. Once you factor out starting 5, you got 4 guys. Of those 4 guys, you're probably going to say that Blake Gantenbein, Bo Anderson usually play. You're going to have Trent Weber, doesn't see minutes every game. You're going to see River White Plume, doesn't get minutes every game. So it's going to be a tough one. Riverton, Coach Sheets going to, as they would say, coaching, this is when it becomes very difficult. So we'll see who the starters are, and we'll be right back with the Sutherland starting lineups here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back to the Ticket Post Game. Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. It's time for the Sutherland starting lineups. First for Rock Springs, it'll be number 0, Lionberger. Number 2, Thomas. Number 3, Money Hun. Number 10, James. And number 33, Eddie. They are coached by Coach Spence. The coach sheets led Riverton Wolverines. The starters will be number 1, Eric Smith. Number 15, Brandon Monroe. Number 20, Bo Anderson. Number 33, Malachi Smith. And number 55, Ryan Cox. We'll be right back with the start of the game here on WYO Today and KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back. It is time for tip-off here. Get the scoreboard graphic up for you guys. And Riverton looking to sweep the season series. Of course, they defeated Rock Springs 57-55 in double overtime. The most Connor has ever talked on a broadcast. He did some color commentary. This one going to be a tough one. It was going to be tough to begin with Lionberger back. It's going to be even more so with Josiah Hernandez out, Aiden Kelly out, Garrett Jackson out, and Peyton Stevens out. That limits the bench to 4 guys, of which on the bench, one of them has significant playing time, or 2 of them really. Sheets and Gantenbein, White Plume and Weber going to get some looks tonight most likely. We'll see how that changes things. Tip is won by the visitors from Rock Springs. They're going to get Thomas. He's going to drive to the elbow, shoot, and score. 2-0 Tigers. Monroe to Eric Smith. They get to Bo Anderson. Back to Monroe as they crack the timeline into Cox. Nice way to break the press. Cox with an easy layup. And it'd be nice to see him get some good points tonight. 2-2, 7:22 to go in the first as it's brought over the line by Money Hun. He is looking to go right now left. Kicks it over to Eddie. Eddie looking inside. Now he gets it over to Lionberger. Berger guarded by Monroe. Monroe usually gets the toughest guy. He is giving up about 6 inches or more, maybe a foot actually, is what Monroe's giving up. And Thomas now with it. Going towards Lionberger, looking to hand it to him, and he's able to beat one guy, Eric Smith, quickly with the double team, and they look to go underneath, looking for James, and they're going to throw it just out of his reach and out of bounds for turnover number 1 against the Rock Springs Tigers. Smith. Looks like just a little bit of token pressure put on by Thomas. Smith brings it over on the far side, goes near side to Anderson. To Cox, top of the key. Cox to Monroe. He has a good look at 3, up and no good. Cox with the rebound. Cox to Malachi for 3, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Rock Springs, they'll look to break, and Eric Smith going to get called for the foul. Got him long before he ever thought about getting a shot off, so not horrible. But again, the fouls are going to matter. And Bo Sheets is still going to go with his typical quick substitution. He's going to get Clay Sheets in there for Anderson. So this is going to be kind of one of those you expect. And right off the back of Clay Sheets, he wasn't even looking. Money Hun, nice little play there. Gets the lead back to Rock Springs, 4-2. To Eric Smith. Oh, now long pass to Monroe. Monroe dribbles in, puts a little floater up. Good by Monroe. Tied back again, 4-4. Quickly into the front court. They're going to get it to Eddie. Eddie looks to drive in, kicks it out to Money Hun for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound by Malachi Smith. He gets it to his younger brother, Eric, and Eric will bring it up on the far side with 5:44 to play in the quarter. Long kick out. They get it over to Sheets. Sheets for 3. No good. Rebound is fought for, and we're going to get a whistle for a foul against Riverton. That's not what we need. Off the ball fouls on the rebound. little ticky-tack things. That is against Ryan Cox. It is his first, team second of the quarter, as Thomas will get the inbound and bring it over with 5:31 to play in the quarter. Thomas goes to the left, bounce pass, and they get to they get to Lineberger, tries to go up with it, and it's no good. It was kind of harassed by Malachi and Cox. Eric Smith comes away with it. Riverton looking for their first lead. Eric crossover, picks up his dribble to Sheets, sets a ball screen. Sheets back to Eric Smith after Smith set the screen. And Smith will call the play. Smith going to his left, gets it to his brother on the wing. Looking to drive in on Lineberger, shoots a fadeaway, no good. Rebound by Rock Springs. Break is being led by James. He's going to take it all the way in and good. 6-4, Rock Springs. Eric Smith to Clay Sheets. Looks like Anderson's going to come back in. Sheets a long pass to Monroe. Monroe gets it to Malachi, takes it up and good. Beautiful passing there. Malachi now with his first points, and we're tied yet again at 6. 4:16 to play in the first quarter. Moneyhan with the ball as he brings over the timeline, going to the right, far side. Riverton, they're white and red. Rock Springs in their all black and a little bit of white accent. Gets it over to James. James dribbles in, shoots a long two, no good. Rebound is fought for and won by Eddie. They're going to find Moneyhan. He's going to, or Thomas, he's going to take a long two, I think. He misses. They get up to Malachi, bringing it all the way up. Kicks out to Sheets for three. Good! Off the bounce, off the back iron.
Clay Sheets.
And Riverton with their first lead of the evening. 9-6. Thomas quickly up, gets it to James. James drives in, gets bumped by Cox. They're going to let it go. Rebound by Cox. They're letting him play a little physical to Eric Smith on the break. He drives baseline, gets it to Monroe, out to Malachi for three. No good. Rebound by Ryan Cox. He's going to take a couple power dribbles, puts up, and good by Cox. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Sheets. We'll take it with him. 3:09 left in the first quarter. 11-6 Riverton here on 93.9 KTAK.
Doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
And inbound here is by Rock Springs. They'll bring in the front court. Gets up top to Thomas. Thomas to James. James to Eddie for three. Actually, that's not Eddie. That is Purvis who's checked in. Misses the three, and Riverton comes away with the rebound. Purvis came in. Did anybody else come in is the question. Looks like, nope, doesn't look like. Eric Smith dribbles down into the baseline corner on the far side. Has to get some help from Cox. And now out to Monroe. Monroe hands it off to Eric Smith with 2:28 in the first. Riverton with a 5-point lead. Looking inside, gets it Eric Smith out to Anderson. I think they were looking for Smith on a cut, just a little, let him a little too much, but his athleticism saved it. Malachi now asks for a clear out, spins, puts it up. Oh, just beautiful up and under by Malachi Smith. He now has 4, and the lead extends out to 13-6. Minute 59 to go in the first quarter. Riverton with a 7-point lead. Thomas, just a shake and bake and hits the 15er. That was just beautiful. There's no other way to say that. 13-8 now. Monroe bringing in past half-court line. Gets over to Eric Smith with 1:39 to go. Looks like Cortez is going to check in. So is Blake Gantenbein and Clay Sheets. They get to Eric Smith. Long three. No good. And it's going to go out of bounds right off the rim. So it'll be Gantenbein and Sheets checking in. And it'll be Cortez checking in for the Tigers. The coach Spence, rocking the old school, the tie and the nicely crisped up dress shirt. Thomas to Lineberger. Lineberger guarded by Sheets. Lineberger makes a move, shoots from 15. No good. Rebound by Malachi Smith. Malachi into the front court. Dribbles, goes down the middle for the day against Riverton. That is, they now each have one. Both teams taking pretty good care of the ball. Cortez now with it. It's going to bring it up on the far side. Hands it off to James. James looking to drive down the center. Goes all the way, puts it up. No one even thought about taking ball there. And cuts it down to a one-possession game, 13-10. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Anderson over midcourt. He's going to get trapped here, and he's trying to get through it, and he does, and there's going to be a foul on Thomas. That'll be his first, team first. Checking in now will be Hilton for Rock Springs. He will come in for Thomas. Malachi will come back out now for Ryan Cox checking back in. So it'll be Sheets, Gantenbein, Cox, Anderson, and Eric Smith with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Smith looking for Gantenbein, just a long, lazy pass intercepted. It just long bounce pass. That's not going to work to the high block area, and Rock Springs just read it and took off with it. Riverton does get back, forces it out of bounds, but will be inbounded by Rock Springs to Cortez. Cortez hanging around the center of the court towards the logos. Now over to Purvis. Purvis for three, good. And we are tied. Bringing it over is Eric Smith over midcourt. Eric Smith looking to shake James, can't do it, and they're going to get James for a block, and nobody who has any association with Rock Springs is pro that call. It's James's second team foul. So Anderson will look to inbound, does so to Sheets. Sheets to Smith with 6 seconds, 5 seconds left. Smith into trouble. He's going to have to go to Anderson with no time left, and he's blocked right as he got it off. Just not well designed there. And we go to just like this team in double overtime, we go to the second quarter with it all tied up. We'll be right back. 13-13 here on 93.9 KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back. We go to the second quarter, all tied up at 13. It'll be Cox, Monroe, Anderson, and the Smith brothers to start the second. For Riverton. For the visitors, it will be Hilton, Cortez, James. It'll be Riverton basketball. They get it into Anderson. He shoots a 15-footer, no good. Malachi gets the rebound, though, up and good. Malachi now has 6 points on the day. They're going to need a big one from him, both on offense and defense. Swinging it down in the corner, driving in And they're going to kick it out for a 3. Let's see here. We've got a foul on the floor against Riverton, looks like. Also joining them will be Purvis and Lineberger. Riverton foul is against Bo Anderson, his first, team first of the quarter. Inbounding will be Cortez. Gets into Lineberger. Lineberger guarded by Monroe. Monroe doing a good job on him so far. 2 shots, no points for the leading scorer on the team. And they're going to look to get it to James from the paint to Lineberger on a cut, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Wolverines. 15-13 here. Inbound is the Lineberger on the far side baseline corner. Looking to drive, going into the paint, and it's going to be turned. No, they're not going to be able to complete the turnover. It's going to go off a bunch of legs and kicked out to Purvis. Cox closes out on him, but Purvis hits the 3. Second lead change of the evening to Smith. Smith looking to drive down towards the baseline, has to pick up his dribble. Now he's stuck. Cox comes and rescues him. Cox to Smith. Malachi thought about to Monroe. Monroe for 3. God, Brandon Monroe. Monroe now with 5. And Riverton leads 18-16. Purvis to Hilton. Hilton to Cortez on the right wing. Cortez looking to cross-court it to James. James stares it down, now goes to Purvis. Purvis back to James. James for an open look at 3, no good. Rebound by Malachi Smith. He gets a long pass up to his brother, who now brings it back out, and looking for Malachi. Malachi cut inside a little too quick, and it'll be turnover number 3 against Riverton, and Clay Sheets will check in on the dead ball. .6:13 to go here in the half. Cortez with the ball picked up by Sheets. Riverton in their traditional man-to-man gets inside to Purvis. Purvis out to Hilton, now up top to Money Hunt, who's come back in to Purvis. Purvis looking to go 3 for 3, he does. Or 3 for 4, I should say. That's 3 in a row. And it'll be a timeout on the floor by Rock Springs. 19-18, 5:56 to go in the half. We'll be right back. Riverton trailing by 1 on 939 KTAK.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And welcome back. 5:56 play in the half. 19-18, Rock Springs with the lead. We've had 4 ties, 4 lead changes so far in this basketball game. Inbound by Anderson to Monroe. Coming out, it will be the same lineup of Monroe, Anderson, Clay Sheets, Malachi Smith, and Ryan Cox. Monroe with a nice spin there to keep it from getting taken from him. And now he's in trouble, and they're going to get, is it Lineberger with the foul? It is indeed on the reach. It'll be the first team foul of the second quarter against them. Be his first. Eddie's going to come back in now.
Returning from Riverton.
He's coming in for Lineberger. Let's see, and Eric Smith came in for, who am I missing? For Brandon Monroe. Smith back in, he gets the ball on the inbounds, hands it off to Clay Sheets. Sheets going up top, now looking to drive, does drive in, and now he's stuck, gets out to Eric Smith in the corner. Eric Smith looking to go baseline, shoots the 10-footer, no good. Rebound by Cox. Cox goes back up, puts it, and one by Ryan Cox. Cox perfect from the field today. 3 for 3 so far. Not the best free throw shooter, though, as he'll go to the line looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. And, boy, do they need to hit these. They need to hit their free throws. Should have made that also a Ranger keys to the game when you got so many guys down. Of course, Bo Sheets usually much more active with the subbing and a rotation, but tonight, that's not really going to be overly possible. Cox with the free throw. Good! Cox now with 7. 21-19, 5:15 to play in the half. James into the front court, swings it up to Thomas. Thomas over to Moneyhun. They go to Purvis. Purvis cross court for James. In the corner for Thomas. Thomas will drive in, and it's going to get all sorts of bounce around. It'll be turnover number 2 against Rock Springs. Ryan Cox with it, driving into the paint. Turns, puts it up, and good. Cox now with 9, 23-19 in favor of Riverton. To James on the wing. James to Thomas up top. Thomas is going to back out. Eric Smith's going to go up there with him. Gets screened out of it. And now they've got someone open, and it's Purvis for 3. He leaves it way short. Not what I would have expected. And rebound is by Riverton, excuse me. They're going to go inside for Cox. He turns, or Anderson, excuse me, puts up, no good. Now a break by Rock Springs, and it's going to be up and good by James. And I think I've got all sorts of points wrong here on who had what in the first half, or in the second quarter. Looking inside for Malachi, almost loses control of it off a bad pass, but able to track it down. He's now on the wing. Malachi looking to drive to the high block, stops from 17. Good by Malachi. Malachi now with 8. And it is the paint. 25-21 in favor of Riverton. They swing outside. Long 3 by Moneyhun, no good. Rebound by Riverton. And they had a couple guys open, but Eric Smith wisely, I think, chose to keep it and bring it over controlled. Cross court to Anderson on the far side. Anderson to Cox up at the top of the key. Cox turns. Looking for Malachi. He's not there. He does get it to him finally as he comes out for it. Ball screen being set by Ryan Cox. Malachi will go the other way. Stops from 17 again. Pops, no good. Ryan Cox with the rebound. Puts it up, no good. His first miss of the day. And Rock Springs comes away with it. Moneyhun into the front court quickly, going down the right wing, gets stopped and almost throws away. James bails him out. James puts it up and 1. And that's the second against Cox, and that's important. Potentially. So Anderson and Cox will come out. Monroe and River White Plume will come in.
The line for Rock Springs, 10, James. 1 shot.
Shot is on its way, no good. Rebound by Malachi Smith. Malachi to Eric. Eric on the far wing, looking to drive. They don't cover the ball at all, and Eric decides to take advantage of it. He's got his first points of the day, 27-23 Riverton, 2:25 left in the first half. Quickly to James, now to Thomas. He drives into the paint. Now he's stuck out to James. James will drive to the free throw line, fadeaway up and good. James now with 10, and we get a timeout on the floor. I don't know what we just got. A warning of some sort. Warning against Black. Of course, Rock Springs had the best comeback. Was the same down here, though. And we have a timeout by Coach Sheets. We'll take it with him. 27-25, 2:12 left in the half. Riverton on top here on 93.9 KTAK.
40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, it was a full timeout by Coach Sheets. Will be Sheets, Eric and Malachi Smith, Monroe, and White Plume. 2:08 and counting left in the half. Riverton roster pretty much decimated by illness. Eric Smith driving down. He's cut off by Money Hunt. He gets out to White Plume to Sheets. Sheets to the right of top of the key. He's looking to get Malachi, does so as Malachi comes out beyond the three-point line. He's looking to drive, does so, steps up and under, no good, blocked by Lionberger. Probably not what Malachi wanted to get done there, but it will go out of bounds off the block. Sheets will look to inbound, looking to get it into Malachi, does so. Malachi goes up with it, and he's blocked, so that will go to a possession arrow that will go over to Rock Springs. And he was sent to the scorer's table late. They got to know that. Let's see, are they going to let Bo in? They are. They're going to forgive it. These refs are nothing but forgiving. And he'll come in for Monroe. So it'll be Anderson, Smith and Smith, White Plume, and Sheets. Thomas brings it over the midcourt stripe on the far side, swings over to James. James to Eddie. Eddie drives in, puts it up, and good. Tie ball game, 27-27. Smith into the front court with 1:23 to Anderson on the near side. Looking for Smith. To Malachi, top of the key. Malachi turns, guarded by Lineberger to River White Plume. He fakes. Now he has an open look at three. Good by River White Plume. He has his first points of the game and retakes the lead for Riverton. Quickly, they're going to shoot a three as well by Lineberger. He misses. A rebound is by Eddie, and it's tied up on the rebound there as River White Plume having himself a minute and a half or so as he'll tie it up. Possession error favors Riverton. Wow. As we said, guys, somebody off the bench is going to have themselves a game, or multiple players. Monroe will go for next dead ball as he goes to the scorer's table. 53 seconds left. Anderson bringing it over the timeline on the far side. Hands over to Clay Sheets. Clay Sheets. He was looking for Malachi. Malachi picks up the loose ball, goes in, puts it up, and a foul. Now, the thing is that the fan behind me who's screaming that it was all ball, one guy got all ball, one guy got all body, because it was two guys, and the guy who got all body was Money Hunt. That is his first. Team second, or team third, actually. Malachi Smith going the free throw line. First one on its way, left well short. These are shots they need to have. Anderson coming out for Monroe. Eddie coming out for, I just want to say it because he played for Louisville when I was a kid, Never Nervous Purvis. It's Purvis Ellison, but that kid can shoot threes, and he doesn't have the build of it. He's a post player, and Malachi hits the second, extends the lead out to two possessions, 31-27. And quickly they get it up to Purvis. Just defense fell asleep. Purvis scores. He's got a bunch, 31-29. Eric Smith will bring it over the center stripe with 27 seconds left in the half. Smith trying to shake him. He does so, fade away from 15, no good. Monroe going up for it. They're going to call Monroe for the foul. Monroe going for the rebound, be his first. That's important, one of the best defenders on the team. Be his third. So with 15.6, they can either tie it or Rock Springs can take the lead here. 10 seconds left as Thomas comes over to the center. He's going to drive in, puts it up, good, we're tied. Inbound quickly to Malachi, to Sheets. Good look from three, and he could have came set there. He just didn't realize how much time he actually had as he'll miss that, and we are all tied up, which is kind of apropos of a team that went to double OT earlier in the season. All right, when we come back, it'll be time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, it always does my heart well in the United States Marine Corps halftime show to give someone player of the game from a game for defensive perspective. You actually split it. We split them both in half. You and Taylor Leesburg shared both of our ones. I haven't seen a team scared of two players like they were scared tonight. Tell me what you saw in their eyes, because they wanted to avoid you two like the plague.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to pass the ball off early, which is exactly what we wanted. You know, I have my backside help to come and pick the ball off. And so definitely getting in their face was definitely scaring them, and they were really frazzled.
One of the interesting part was I noticed even late in the game, before he made the mass substitution, they are treating it like it's a tie game, first quarter. You are diving like mad for every loose ball. Where does that mentality come from?
I think I've always just had like defensive win championships, like mentality, like my entire life. You know, even on the soccer field, like always.
I can vouch for that. I call you in that too. I can definitely vouch for you on the soccer field. It's the first time I've given a good sport award for someone who's mean in a good way. Because at what point in time did you realize they were getting pretty chippy out there?
Probably like halfway through the second quarter. It was.
You start seeing little elbows.
Yeah.
They got more and more obvious and still not called. But you can't comment about that part. So what goes into the whole defensive mentality? I mean, you seem to be happy whether you score 2 or 10.
Yeah.
Or you don't seem to put points at a high priority, but you seem to get this bit of an evil smile or smirk when players start to get frustrated with you.
I think I just go into the game with the mentality like control what I can control, and I know if I work hard on defense, I can always control that.
All right, well, we want to thank our player of the game, Papa Murphy's player of the game, Timber Mathil, for joining us. We got 2 others coming on, so we'll take a break and be right back with Let's Get Ryland next here on KTAK.
Your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Welcome back to the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We're joined by Ryland Brown. Congratulations on the win. It is slowly been improving each year, and this year even more so. What is it for you and Carson, for that matter, but especially you, since I've got you sitting right here, against Rock Springs? You seem to play one of your better offensive games against them. Of course, you had double digits last time. You had a good output today. What is it about? Do they just defend you a certain way, or what is it?
I think it's not as much pressure. They run a 2-3, so it's a zone. I don't have as much pressure up top, so it gives me a lot more confidence to drive the ball or even shoot it.
Okay, excellent. And one thing I was asking Timber is the biggest difference between this team this year and last year is the defensive mentality is just, don't take this the wrong way, but beast mode. Absolutely like wild dogs out there. And you can see the smiles when elbows start flying at you out of frustration. As I asked Timber, it seems to make out pretty happy when you start to see teams get, let's say, a little physical and a little ticked off.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, it helps us. It gives us that energy to know we're getting on their nerves and we're, like, pressuring them. We're giving them that pressure.
All right, and as the season has gone on, you have embraced and also been put in the position more of true point guard type position. When was that change made? How comfortable did you feel about taking kind of the lead at the point?
I'd say it was made in the Jackson game. That was, you know, Jackson's not a bad team, but they're not the best team, so I was able to freely dribble the ball, and a lot of help from Taylin, the other point guard. She really, like, has helped me through it because I didn't have the best confidence, and Taylin was there.
All right, we want to thank Rylan Brown for joining us. When we come back, we'll be joined by Lexi Taylor here on 93.9.
With breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome back to the United States Marine Corps. We're now joined by our third player, Lexi Taylor. I'm going to ask you kind of the same mentality questions. It looks like one of the things we talked about preseason was this team looking for an identity. Now, originally it was thought it was going to be big men up front, big women up front, you, Tatum, then Tatum goes down. What this team has found, I think, and I think they'd found it injury or not, is that y'all are just a mad dog defense.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how hard y'all work on that in practice.
So defense is definitely one of our strong suits. We have lots of like girls who play soccer and are on the defense when they're on the soccer field, like Timbri and Aspen. They're really good defenders, and I feel like in practice, like that's one of our biggest like driving factors to get us motivated and prepare us for our game.
One question really about along those same lines. Y'all are now the team that teams are looking at going, we're going to go in there, win or lose, we're going to get beat up.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when y'all notice, at what point in time tonight did you notice, hey, the refs are letting it play physical?
Definitely like towards the second half, because it was getting physical, and I mean, they let us play, honestly.
Well, one of the things I mentioned to the other two is when you start seeing the elbows fly a little bit from the other team, they start to get a little ticked off. They're not happy. Certain star player was definitely not happy all game, especially with that one. But all of a sudden you see these smiles on all of you on the court, every last one of you. It's like you're taking a weird sense of pride and getting under people's skin. Is that by design?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's kind of like in all of us, we kind of like to have the little bit of like jealous like fight, I guess, and kind of always make another girl mad, so.
Well, you've got a big game down in Green River, a team that, barring one run, and they're ranked in the top 5, barring one run, y'all played with them the whole game.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. And then, of course, come back with Jackson and a chance to get on a roll, head into region. What would you, as one of the leaders of the team, like to see this team improve on going into the final stretch?
I definitely think we need to get better at like our confidence with our ball handling. We're still pretty young, but that's not an excuse for us anymore. And I think we're now in the part of our season where we just have to fight and keep pushing.
Well, we want to thank Lexi Taylor. When we come back, it'll be time for the third quarter here on KTAK.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome back. Start of the third quarter here. We're all not up 31. We didn't give you stats earlier, so we'll try and give them as we can. Thomas is going to swing it over to Moneyhun. Moneyhun gets it right back. Eddie's joining them out there, trying to see who else is out there. I assume Lionberger is out there. He is, and James as well. They're going to get it over for a 3. No good. And Eddie is going to go out of bounds. And, oh, they're mad, and I don't blame them on that one. Cox definitely shoved. Lionberger doing the smart thing, going over, calmly talking. It's Eric Smith, Brandon Monroe, Bo Anderson, Malachi Smith, and Ryan Cox in for Riverton. Riverton score-wise, Eric Smith had 2, Sheets with 3, Monroe with 5, and Malachi and Cox both with 9. For Rock Springs, leading all scorers with Purvis with 11, James with 10, Thomas with 6, Moneyham with 2, and Eddie with 2. And we're going to get a foul as they go into the paint on Moneyhun. That's his second. Team third. Inbound is stolen away by Lionberger, and he's going to take it all the way and jam it home. And he's going to get the technical for hanging on the rim as he swung. I don't think he deserved that. And coaches, 0 gets the technical. And that's a bad. Lionberger with the technical.
Technical foul.
They're telling him he can't swing on it. He will score, obviously, and retake the lead for them. They'll send Malachi Smith to the line to shoot 2, which is boggling to me, but they're hurt for free throw shooters. He's not one of the better ones, but they're missing all the good ones too. So, but he hits the first one. He has stepped up in a big way. 33-32, hits the second one as well. Malachi now with 11, and boy, these post players have stepped up when they have to. Hits 2, we're tied again. 7th tie of the game. And it'll be basketball for Riverton after the tee. Inbound to Monroe, got an Eric Smith. Looking for Monroe, almost picked off by Moneyhun. Monroe on the near side to the far side to Anderson. Anderson looking for Cox. Eddie with the steal. Eddie goes all the way and 1. And 1 by Eddie. And we're going to see Cox and Anderson. In fact, one of the fans who's been getting way into it just got talked to by Coach Leinhart, football coach of Riverton. Eddie going the line. Clay Sheets came in, and so did Blake Gantenbein. And he's going to hit everything and sink that free throw. And a 3-point lead, 36-33, 6:54 to play in the third. Gantenbein and Sheets in the game. As I said a moment ago, goes to Sheets to Malachi. Malachi turns on Lionberger. drives in, has to pick up his dribble, out to Sheets. Sheets drives to the free throw line, cut off by Thomas. Thomas to Eric Smith. Eric Smith out to Malachi. Malachi thought about three for a second, but Lionberger stepped in. Gonna go drive in, puts it up, no good. Malachi may have been partially blocked, and they get it to James. James on a fast break, puts it up, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul is against Brandon Monroe. That'll be his second, team second. Ryan Cox, of course, with that first one. From the line, James takes a shot, leaves it well short. He is 0 for 1 from the free throw line today. Second one on its way, good. 33-37, Riverton 2 points off the technical. That's all they got so far. 6:13 left in the third since halftime. Sheets with it. Sheets to Smith. Smith, top of the key. Inside to Gantenbein. Gantenbein's going to lose control of it. Malachi able to pick it up. Malachi out to Sheets. Sheets trying to get around James. Can't do it. Goes up top to Monroe. The defense by Rock Springs definitely more physical here in the second half so far. To Monroe. Monroe looking to drive in, picks up his dribble. He has to get rid of it. Inside to Eric Smith. Puts it up, no good. Eric Smith had a good look, just can't complete it. Looking to get up by 6 or more here is Rock Springs. James in the corner. James to Eddie. Eddie from the elbow, up and no good. Rebound is by Smith. Smith, long pass, intercepted, just not wise there. 6 turnovers, Lionberger with it. Lionberger out to an open look by Moneyhun, good. Smith over, down 7. Now it's Riverton. Eric Smith drives the corner, drives into the paint, out to Sheets. Sheets for 3, they need it, no good. And this is where they have those dry spells. This is one of them. To Lionberger, and he's going to step out of bounds. He's claiming a push, and they're saying no, he didn't. So that'll be turnover number 3 against Rock Springs on the day, as Bo Anderson will check back in. Riverton has, and River White Plume, no, they're going to wait till next dead ball. They're holding them back. 4:46 to play in the third. Riverton desperately needs points. 9-2 run. Charity stripe for the technical, the only 2 points they have since half. Smith to Anderson. Anderson to Gantenbein. Gantenbein back to Anderson, he puts it up, and there's going to be a foul as Anderson puts it up against Moneyhun. That'll be his third.
Rock Springs foul.
Team second.
His third 13 foul.
Or third, 13 foul.
Shooting 2.
I don't have that, but Anderson, the line shoot 2, hits the first. That is his first point of the game. Of course, he was pressed into starting role as a guard with both Aiden Kelly and Josiah Hernandez out with sickness. Second one on the way, good. Anderson hits them both, pulls Riverton within 5. Still searching for their first second half field goal. Quickly in the front court, James hands it off to Cortez, who checked in. Cortez, they're going to swing it around. It winds up with James. James drives in, shoots over Malachi, good from 15, and that's what he does. Remember the first one, the mid-court shot, the mid-range shot is his. 7-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the third. Anderson over the timeline. Pretty heavy hand check. Hands off to Eric Smith. Smith going to the left wing on the dribble. Eric now looking to shake free. Gets an open look at 3. He's going to be short. Left off the front iron, no good. And on the rebound, we get a foul against, I'm thinking Bo Anderson. It is Bo Anderson. That'll be his second. Team third. Purvis will check in.
Substitutions for
And for Riverton, it'll be Brandon Monroe coming back in.
Riverton 15, Monroe.
Riverton in desperate need of some points. They got to start now with getting a stop here with 3:40 to play in the third. Going over to Cortez. Cortez looking to shake sheets. Goes to Thomas. Thomas drives in, picks up his dribble. Inside on the elbow to James. James will take the 15-footer. No good. Rebound by Malachi. Long pass by Malachi and just unwise. Coach Sheets just kind of looks down as it sailed over everybody. Come up controlled. Riverton, that's their 6th turnover of the day. They are 0 for 6 here from the field. Going into the paint to Purvis, and he's absolutely blocked by Malachi. And Malachi saves it by throwing it off Lineberger. It'll go out of bounds. Wow, that was emphatic. 3:08 to go, 7-point game. Riverton looking for points from somebody. Clay Sheets going to dribble into trouble, loses control of it. Turnover number 8, excuse me. Going to lead to a break, and we're going to get a foul as they find Cortez. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against Monroe. That's his 3rd, and that becomes important. Looks like Eric Smith will come right back in.
2 shots.
First one by Cortez is off the front iron and no good. With 2:56 to play in the third, Smith will come back in for Monroe. Second one on its way, off the front iron, then back iron, and good. 8-point lead, 43-35. And Eric Smith is they're gonna say Cortez got a little too aggressive with the hand check.
4th team foul.
Is the 4th team foul. So both teams gonna have a chance at free throws. And right now in this third quarter, that's all Riverton has is points from the line. Anderson to Malachi on the left wing. Malachi looking to break down Lineberger. Gets out to his brother who has a good look at 3 and misses. Gantenbein and Anderson both fight for the rebound, and it goes out off of Gantenbein. Eric Smith not having a typical day for him shooting-wise. He is 1 for 7 from the field with 2:30 to play in the third. Thomas to Cortez. Cortez drives in, dishes to James. He gets partially blocked, and that caused him to airball it. Rebound by Malachi, and Malachi trying to dribble it all the way up. Turnover number 9, and missed block by Lineberger. He goes down hard. Clay Sheets to Gantenbein. Gantenbein to the elbow to Eric Smith in the corner. Eric Smith out to Anderson. 3 on the way, well short, no good. Rebound is by Rock Springs. They come up into the front court, and trapped by Anderson. Sheets is going to force a 30-second timeout. It has all been Rock Springs here. It is a 12-4 run here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on KTAK and WYO Today.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back, 43-35. It'll be Rock Springs basketball. They're looking to get this out to a double digit. And this is the thing that Coach Sheets and I have talked about ad nauseum on the Click It or Ticket show is parts of a game where the offense kind of disappears. Played a great first half, down so many guys, and then the second half just unable to find shots to go in. Luckily, 4 free throws have gone in. They've shot those well, and Thomas going to drive in, gets out to Cortez. He probably could have gone straight up with it to Lionberger. Lionberger into the paint, shoots from 15, good. 45-35. Sheets 30 feet away from the basket. Riverton, minute 15 left. Got to find something to Gantenbein at the free throw. Gantenbein out to Anderson. Cross court to Malachi. Malachi down low to Anderson, and we're going to get a foul on the floor, but it'll be free throws anyway, as that'll be the 5th. Fouls against James, his 2nd, team 5th. Bo Anderson going to the line where he is 2 for 2 today. Riverton hits the first, or Anderson hits the first for Riverton. That is the only thing keeping him in this game. Second one pending. It's on its way up and left short. Malachi attempted to get the rebound, unable to do so. Purvis comes away with it, gets it to Lionberger. Lionberger picks up his dribble, gets it to Cortez. Cortez looking to drive in, and as to dish it out, it will go off of Eric Smith or Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson touching his chest. He wants to come out, I do believe. I think he's saying he's winded. But, I mean, at this point, you're hurting for bench guys. So the normal rotation is pretty short for the most part, depending on games and whatnot. But right now, it's hard to do. Cortez to Thomas. Thomas back to Cortez, now to Purvis. Top of the key, over to Thomas on the left wing. 37 seconds left in the court. Out to Cortez for 3. No good. Rebound by Thomas, though. He drives in, puts it up, no good. Cortez with the rebound, puts it up and good. And this third quarter has just been an absolute disaster for Riverton. 16-5 run. Bringing it up is Eric Smith with 7 seconds left. Gets it back from Anderson. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's trying to get free, can't do it. And good defense, they're not even gonna get a shot off. So it's gonna take a lot now here in the 4th. For Riverton, they've got to find some offense. We'll be right back here on KTAK and WYO Today. Riverton trails by 11 going into the final stanza.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tex Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
And welcome back. Start of the 4th. It'll be Riverton basketball searching for their first points from the field of the half. They get it Clay Sheets. He misses, gets his own rebound, takes it up, and one. Good job by Sheets there. Follow his own shot after he missed the 3. And he'll get a chance for the old-fashioned. And Coach Swenson and this one referee are not fans, let's just say that, of each other. Coach Spence. Foul is against number 1. That's Cortez. That's his third. And Sheets hits the free throw to get the old-fashioned three-point play. So pull it within 8. Shot by James. He misses from 15. That's rare. And Malachi comes away with the rebound. He's looking to drive all the way down. Gets it out to Monroe, who finds Sheets. 3 is good. And Sheets, or not Sheets, Eric Smith, excuse me. I don't know why I said Sheets. And all of a sudden, 5-point game, 47-42. Thomas with it, and they're going to get the 5-second call turnover. Only the 4th turnover of the day against Rock Springs. And Riverton has awoken. See if they can get something here. They get a 3 here. That student section across the way ought to blow up. I don't know if it will or not, but it ought to. Smith to Sheets. It'll be Sheets, Smith, Cox, and Monroe, by the way. To Cox, inside to Malachi. Out to Eric Smith, opposite corner. 3, no good. Rebound by Monroe to Cox. And Cox is going to lose control of it and going to go out of bounds. Eddie will come in for Purvis now. So it'll be Purvis, James, Lionberger, Cortez, and Thomas for Rock Springs. Sheets is going to come out for Bo Anderson now. Riverton needing stops, have eaten into this, what was a 10-point lead. It's now down to 5. They get it to Thomas, Cortez. Cortez is going to back off. He's guarded in the man-to-man by Malachi Smith. Cortez off the screen by Eddie. Eddie at top of the key. Cox just kind of following him around. And Eddie's going to just gave him too much room, in my opinion, did Cox. And Eddie able to throw the points in as he just ran across and had 6 feet of separation. So 49-42. Cox, top of the key to Malachi. He thought about the 3, dribbles to the elbow, puts the 2 up, no good. Malachi's gone ice cold from the field. Rebound is to Rock Springs. They get Eddie, and they're going to throw it just away. Eric Smith looking to go all the way down on Cortez. He goes all the way in, puts it up, no good, but he will be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against 1. That's Cortez. That's his 4th. Team second. He has them both. Eric Smith to the line shooting 2. First one on its way. No good. Well short. 5:40 to play. We're going to see Trent Weber for the first time, and Clay Sheets coming back in. They'll come in from Monroe and Cox. Eric Smith, second one on the way, rolls over the top of the front iron and good. 6-point game, 49-43. Moneyhun will bring it over middle of the court, going to his right. Gets free for a second. Bo Anderson closes out, goes to Lionberger. He's triple teamed. He looks for James. James loses control, but they get Eddie. Eddie's no good. James back up, good. James now with 15 and leads back out to 8. 5:10 to go. Bo Anderson gets the long pass, and he's going to lose control of it. He just went the ball right in front of James, and James is going to get fouled by Anderson on the floor. That'll be his 3rd. Team first, but nonetheless, the ball, it's just not ball security. You can't bring it low, and Weber and Anderson will come out now. They got a breather for Monroe and Cox. Malachi and Cox 9 and 9 in the first half. 2 points between them in the second. Inbound is to a wide open Money Hunt for three, misses. Rebound is by Money Hunt himself, but Eric Smith gets the takeaway. Eric Smith trying to go coast for coast, puts it up, good. 6-point game. Timeout by Riverton. 4:51 to play. 51-45. Rock Springs. We'll be right back here on Wire Today, KTAK.
When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back. 51-45. Full court press by Riverton as we tip under 4:50 to play. Thomas into the front court to Eddie. Eddie looking inside for James. He puts it up and one. Malachi Smith just with the late foul. And that third quarter, they've been able to play with them, even down with all these players, but that third quarter may come back to be what bites them. Outscored 16-5. Sending James to the line. That's the only place he struggled from. He's 1 of 3 on the day. Now he's 2 of 4. He's got 18 points, and it's back out to a 9-point lead with 4:37 to go. To Sheets from Monroe. And for Malachi Smith at the free throw line. Out to Monroe. He shoots the three. Looks short, is short. No offensive rebound. And Rock Springs will come away with it, and they'll be perfectly happy to bring it slowly up. Thomas with it. Now he'll sprint into the paint, and he's going to get called for a walk. He went to cut, and now his ankle may be hurt. Eric Smith trying to help him up. Eddie kind of saying, just leave him alone. And it looks like he may have sprained it, or he looks like he's going to try and walk it off. You would think, that's a T. That should be a technical. They did not get him off in time. Coach was yelling for him to get off, but they're just going to redo it. Inbound is to Monroe now. 4:10 go, and Riverton has got to cash in on some points here. 4:05 left. 9-point deficit. To Smith. Smith back up top to Monroe. Monroe looking to beat his man off the dribble, does, but then curls back out. 3:45, needs some urgency here, gentlemen. Monroe just dribbling still. He's now going to drive into the paint, puts it up, good. That was an injury shot because it had no trajectory at all off the backboard, but just fell right in. 54-47. Now, due to the fact that took about 40 seconds of time, and Cortez on a backdoor court cut, just easy. Riverton trying to overplay every passing lane. Back to a 9-point deficit. Inbound is to Eric Smith. 3:10 to go. Up to Monroe. Monroe to Eric. Back to Eric Smith. Eric looking to drive in. Puts it up. And he's hammered. No call, but it does get blocked and go out of bounds. So it'll remain with Riverton. They're really going to look back at this game. They've had the opportunity. They've held Lineberger to 6. Monroe gets the inbound, dribbles in from 15, no good. Cox tries to get the rebound, can't do it. Rebound saying Lineberger's going to go all the way in. And are they going to call the foul, Malachi? Because they called that early. Nope. Looks like I think they're going to get Clay Sheets with it. Okay, that one I can deal with. That's his first. Team third. First one in and out by Lineberger. Anderson and Monroe coming in. Second one on the way, good. Back out to a 10-point lead. And Riverton almost gave it up. And nope, they're going to say Moneyhun with the foul. That'll be his fourth, team third. 2:51 to play. Sheets inbounds to Eric Smith. Smith to Sheets. Sheets almost lost control of it. It was a bad pass, but he's able to track it down. Sheets looking to drive to Smith. Eric, that is. Eric over to Anderson. Back out to Sheets. Sheets to Smith. Smith to Malachi, his brother, for three. Off the glass, good. He now has 14. 50-57, they get it to Lineberger for three. No good, and rebound is all over the place, and they're going to get it. I mean, Riverton's going to get it. Malachi bringing it all the way down, up and good. Malachi trying to get him back in this. 5-point game all of a sudden, under 2 minutes to go. Moneyhun going to bring it over the timeline. Going to his left, now to his right. Sheets on him. Minute 45. Sheets looking, gets it to James. James drives in, gets it to Eddie. Good. Could have called an and one there. They didn't. 59-52. Minute and a half. Anderson over the timeline to Sheets, to Eric Smith. Smith for three. Long, no good. Rebound by James. Minute 15, 7-point lead. They get it out to Lineberger. He's looking to go baseline. Malachi gets on him, but that does not stop him. And he extends the lead back out to 9 with a minute 08. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Riverton running out of time and running out of options here on 939 KTAK.
Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
And welcome back. 1:08 left, 9-point deficit. Riverton out of the timeout. They're going to get Sheets back in. A little bit of offensive defense and no urgency. They're swinging to Eric Smith. They're down by 9. They've wasted over 10 seconds. They get to Eric Smith for 3, no good. Or Malachi Smith, no good. And it looks like they will be very content to come up the court. Cortez with it. Cortez to Purvis. Back to Cortez. And they're going to get Eric Smith with the foul. Should be his second. It is. Team fifth, though. So... Oh, fourth team foul, excuse me. I have his, oh yeah, fourth team foul. Inbound is to Purvis. Purvis to Lineberger, out to Purvis. Oh, Ryan Cox. Ryan Cox just hammered a guy. That'll be the fifth foul, and our fifth foul, team foul. It's his fourth. So it will send...
2 shots.
Purvis to the line. First one is no good. Second one on its way. No good, and they get the rebound. James with the rebound out to Lineberger. With 25 seconds left, Lineberger driving baseline. That's probably going to do, and they're going to still foul. And it's going to send Money Hun to the line. It's going to be Eric Smith's third. Money Hun going to go to the line here, looking to make this a 10-point deficit. This is going to be a hard one with Lineberger back. Outscored 16-5 is really going to hurt there, and Money Hun hits the first. 16-5 in the third quarter is what's really going to do it in for Riverton. Second one on the way, up and good. 63-52. Eric Smith going to try and take it length of the court, puts it up, no good. That's just been the shooting night for poor Eric. Rebound, and now they will split the series, so I'm kind of curious about the JV guys chanting, "Who's your daddy?" at our team. Inbound is to Monroe. Monroe bringing it into the front court with 5 seconds left to Smith. That'd be Eric. He drives in, gets out to Malachi for three, and he misses at the buzzer. Your final score, 63-52. They avenged their loss down at Rock Springs. We will be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome to the Click Air Ticket postgame show. I can't hide the secret now because he's on the camera side this time. Our Papa Murphy's player of the game is none other than Ryan Cox. Ryan, this was going to be a tough one. You know, double overtime last time. They get Lineberger, their leading scorer, back. And then at what point in time did y'all realize, wow, we're going to be down a lot of guys?
Yesterday at practice, we knew a lot of guys were sick, and just next guy up. That's what Coach Sheets said before the game is next guy up. Got to fill those spots.
Well, and early in the half, it looked like you and Malachi, especially the two post players, really put the team on your backs. You had 9 in the first half. Both of you actually had 9, and you really were really big on pounding the boards. You had a lot of nice putbacks. Tell me about the mentality there of, you know, you're relied on to be the physical presence on defense. You're relied to be the physical presence on the board. Now, knowing you as the football player, I know that doesn't bug you, but how do you translate it over to here where you just can't knock a guy's block off even though you might have tried against Purvis?
Yeah. I've got to go compete. Yep.
Got to go compete. Tell me a little bit about you. Had one of your best starts of the game. You started 4 for 4 from the field. Were you just feeling it? I mean, you just seem to have good footwork and know exactly where you were on the court.
Yep. We've been practicing a bunch, just going up strong and staying consistent for sure.
Okay, and now what the hope is you turn around, now you've got to go to Green River on Sunday. Or Saturday, excuse me. I don't know why I said Sunday. We got Green River on Saturday, and how are you feeling physically? Because what you worry about with the flu like this is that the guys who are out now are the guys who have to try and come back and take your place. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, everyone's sick. Everyone doesn't feel 100%. I mean, that goes for everyone in the state. Everyone's kind of going through stuff, and this was just our week. So hopefully we get those guys back and we go compete Saturday. Yep, Saturday.
Yeah, we don't want to, I don't know why I said Sunday. So tell me a little bit about, of course, you were our player of the year in football, I do believe, or
yes,
one
sir.
of our players of the year. You take down that accolade, and now you're playing basketball. And are you going to be playing baseball in the spring as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's cool. You don't have to call me sir. I work for a living. And I've been at enough baseball games and talked to you. So we'll let you get to it. I know you aren't feeling well. You probably just want to hydrate up and get some food in you.
Get some sleep,
yeah, no kidding. And we want to thank you, proper most player of the game, and we'll be right back with Coach Sheets here on KTAK.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And we're joined by Coach Sheets here on the Clicker Ticket Post-Game Show on 939 KTAK. Ryan said you knew kind of yesterday you were going to be without some guys. You shot us a text letting us know.
Yep.
And what does that do? Because, I mean, that doesn't just have an effect on, who's going to play and what. Your substitution patterns, which you're pretty religious with.
Right.
It throws all that out. How do you game plan once you figure that out to be missing two of your four main guards?
Yeah, it is tough when, basically two of our starters are out. And then, kind of our subs, we're missing, 4 or 5 guys that are critical to us. It changes things, but I was really proud of the boys, kind of like we talked about, in pregame. It was an opportunity, that we still got 5 guys on the court. Every one of those guys has contributed for us this year. And so it's just kind of their turn to get some court time. And so I was very pleased, especially, that first half played really well. Third quarter is a little slow for us. I think, for whatever reason, either we were tired or we just were kind of off a little bit. We did a good job. The boys only turned the ball over 12 times, but there was like a spurt of like 3 or 4 in a row, and that kind of let them, go on a little run, and that was kind of the difference in the game.
Talk about that first half a little bit where your 2 postmen decided basically to put the team on their shoulders, get them past, get them used to the new rotation and whatnot. Malachi Smith, we've kind of grown accustomed to him getting the points, but Ryan Cox starting out 4 for 4 and hitting a free throw, which for him, for big men, is not usually the easiest thing.
For sure. No, those two, since the beginning of the year, they've been kind of our anchors, consistently every game, and it was good to see them kind of assert their will, getting rebounds. It was a pretty physical game. The refs, kind of let it be physical, and so that was okay. I think both teams probably liked it. They're a very athletic and physical team, and our guys were playing physical as well. So, just pleased with how they, kind of asserted, like you said, their aggressive dominance early, and kind of kept us right in the game.
Looks like. Especially for being missing 2 of your guards, 2 of which are pretty good free throw shooters. You had a good night from the line, which is a little bit of a change. Some guys who stepped up, who normally you might not expect it from. Talk a little bit about what y'all been working on as far as getting those free throws down.
Well, free throws is kind of like putting or kicking or something. It's kind of, it's a mental thing as much as it is physical, and just getting reps. It's nothing new, just kind of reassuring them that, step up the line, kind of follow your routine. I mean, we've shot free throws the same that we've shot them early in the year, kind of trying to put some pressure on them. But, part of it is you go through a lull in the middle of the season, and you kind of have that momentum go away from you. And so realistically, nothing's different. They just made them.
All right, now we look at Green River. I want to ask you as coaches, how do you plan? Because like you said, like Ryan said, no one's feeling overly well.
Right.
So a lot of times you see the guys are just trying to come back, get hydrated, get fluids, everything like that, and then you lose the guys you had tonight.
Right.
What is kind of your mentality going into that, or is that just something, hey, when it happens, it happens?
Yeah, if I was a doctor, I'd have better advice for you, I guess. You know, we didn't know we were going to be missing Aiden until, you know, girls, the warm-up at girls' halftime, and we're like, where's Aiden? And then went in the locker room, and he'd been throwing up and not feeling good, so we sent him home. So hopefully those guys can get healed up. The nice part, I guess, is we don't play till Saturday. So, again, stay hydrated, kind of get some sleep, all the stuff that as a parent you tell your kids to do. Hopefully we can get them healed up and be healthy.
Because teenage boys like mine always listen well.
They're great listeners. Yeah.
So we want to thank Coach Sheets for joining us. We'll be right back to wrap things up here on the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show.
Thanks.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
All right, welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're going to look at points here. Eric Smith finished with 8, most of those coming in the 4th. Clay Sheets finishes with 6. Brandon Monroe with 7. Anderson with 3. 16 for Malachi, 9 for Ryan Cox. And like you said, we were out. Jackson out, Kelly out, Hernandez out, Peyton Stevens out. And now you just hope they can get healthy and then come back and you don't lose anybody else, because big trip coming to Green River on Saturday. First game is at 2 o'clock. You can look for the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today to start at roughly 1:45. And it will be the return of cameraman Connor, so I know his fan club will be ready for him to get back in the saddle here. We want to thank Lee Ann Sanderson for helping us out at the mothership and keeping us on air and everything of that nature. Thanks to camera woman Courtney. This has been Kevin Shields, and we'll see you on Saturday here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.